and welcome to DR Sports. It is Game Day Live. We have a huge game this afternoon. It's Liverpool taking on Manchester United. And of course, we've got a stacked lineup for you. We've got Aaron representing in the United end and not wearing a red shirt. Is that to just...
Hey, it's the away one.
It's the away
on
one.
your right. It's on your right.
Fair. I like it. I actually quite like that shirt.
Yeah, it's my favourite.
Yeah,
but I think
nice.
we're wearing the white one today, if I'm not wrong.
What do you like about that shirt, Abby?
I like the green on it.
Okay.
No, you don't like it, not for you?
It's different, man.
The long sleeve version, it makes a
I like
nice.
it.
The long sleeve version is pretty
He's
nice.
wearing a pair of pyjamas already for when we put them to bed later.
Fighting talk has begun.
Okay.
All right, well, if you haven't noticed, on the red side, the Liverpool side, we've got Doyle here, and AGT
Vamos, chicos.
he's been a guest today.
I know,
we've said
mate.
before, never seen you on this side.
It's a different
So it's a
AGT.
different AGT. Fuad
Humble.
knows about this
Humble
AGT.
AGT.
I'm not even proud really of this AGT, if I'm honest.
This is the most shameless one.
This is it.
You need the space to be, lad. And
But this is it. I'd rather be here than at the pub. Or, well, I'd rather be at the game, to be honest.
But here we are.
But here we are. Like, comment, and bloody subscribe whilst you're here.
Yeah,
Yes,
make
buddy.
sure you hit the like button. And of course, with me today, presenting alongside me, is Fuad.
Jeez.
Come on.
Nice Tottenham
3 point
collaboration.
collective.
That's what we're trying to do to their defence. Split that.
Hey,
He's both got Lily Whites on as well, actually.
Split that.
We didn't
Look
even
at
mean
that.
to.
Teamwork makes the dream work, baby.
It's nice for us. You know, we got our business done early, have a lovely weekend, not having to worry about anything.
Where did that business take you?
Same points. But
Yeah,
that's right.
Listen,
It's a
Don't worry
marathon, not a
about
sprint, Doyle. All you need to focus on is making sure that you win this game,
So
go
we
back
can go-
top,
yeah.
and make sure you win the
Oh,
league,
sure,
lads.
thank you.
There we go. Thank
do that
you.
for you.
Aaron, I think we'll start with you because there's lots to
Yep.
kind of dissect when it comes to Manchester United. There's been a lot of talk about this game and the fact that people think it's going to be a repeat of last season. 7-8 nils have been brandished by a certain member of this red side of the desk. Do you find that offensive, or do you think that it is justified?
No, it's not offensive at all. I think if you look at what happened last season and you look at the previous games, whether we won or lost or drew, I don't think there's any positive we can take into this game. The performances have been below average and sometimes even embarrassing. So I don't see why Liverpool fans shouldn't feel that way. I think we talked off air before we started. Alex is pretty confident, and I don't blame him. So yeah.
And you were here for the last Liverpool United game.
I wasn't going to mention it, but
I'm glad you're back.
So well.
Fair
as
play
well,
for
lad.
coming
Yeah,
back.
genuinely,
actually.
lad.
Big
Good
up.
sportsman.
Yeah, good sportsman. Do you have any type of confidence at all today? Do you feel like, look, it's one of those games that's fiery, it's always hotly contested.
Yeah.
So do you feel like even though everything looks to be going against you, this could be a game where the tide turns?
Well, you know what they say about derbies, innit? Form goes out the window and all of that stuff, and it's fight from the first to the last minute. But I think
Cliche, but it's true.
it's
It is
cliche.
very
It's
true.
true.
It's very, very true, lad.
But I think, like I said, you just have to look at what we did in recent games and think that today, I don't think there's any Manchester United fan out there that thinks we can get away with anything today. Or just leave with a point is a miracle today.
When you're having a bad season, in my opinion, the next best thing that you can do is beat your biggest rival. That's what Man United should be focusing on right now.
Yeah.
We've had a bad season, but let's beat Liverpool this season, because then we get something to be confident about,
And
something to
especially-
build on, all that type of stuff. And they're going to get up for it. Like, they've got 3 lads in the midfield. We haven't done the starting lineup, but I'll say the 3 in the midfield. They've got Kobe, they've got Scott McTominay and Amrabat, who are just lacking a bit of quality when it comes to finishing, except for McTominay, but horses, lad.
Yeah.
Kids that want to prove themselves to Ten Hag and want to run into the ground, which is a little bit scary for me, because I'm worried about our team essentially thinking what everyone's thinking, going into this game going, yeah, we're top of
Just
the
a
league.
bit complacent,
I
yeah.
don't want that. And also, it's quite a young team. The only thing I can get in our advantage is that, we've got players like Mo Salah and Virgil van Dijk and Alisson, and they've all been there and they've done this before, and they might get some of the younger lads that are a bit excited for this to go, calm down, lads. Like, genuinely, this is going to be a tough
It's
game.
interesting you mentioned about kind of the workhorses and wanting to work for the team and Ten Hag, because that is something I just haven't seen from a United side. I was at the Bayern game on Tuesday, and I thought, well, at this point, this is your last game in Europe, essentially. You have to put on a display here. Even if you go out, at least you could say, okay, we went out, heads held high, type thing. And I personally didn't see that from Manchester United on Tuesday.
Yeah, it was. You'd think, listen, this is our last game. Let's put everything into it. Even if we go out, even if we finish last or go down to the Europa League, let's finish this game, or let's finish the last game of this group in the group stages you know, with confidence and let's try and beat Bayern Munich at home. There was none of that on Tuesday. Bayern didn't have to get out of first gear. They looked comfortable. It was like a training session for them. Yeah. And yes, in the end, we kind of pushed for the equaliser a little bit, but it's too little too late, man. Yeah. So, yeah, I think it's typical for United. But in terms of the midfield, like Doyle mentioned today, I'm quite excited to see Kobbie Mainoo today. Yeah. I think he's a very, very talented boy. Even when he came on against Bayern Munich.
He was your best player.
You could see the difference immediately. And, well, I can see he's got something on his knee there. Hopefully it's not going to get worse today, but... yeah, I'm quite excited to see him in midfield today.
Let's see if we can get the lineups actually, and have a little look.
They are out.
Look through them. I don't know if we've got a graphic we can also.
Yeah, we do right here.
There we go. Okay, so do you want to do the honours?
Alisson, Tsimikas, Van Dijk, Konate, Gravenberch, Endo, Szoboszlai, Diaz, Nunez, Salah, the exact team that I predicted would play.
It's a strong team, like
Elliott on the bench to come on. Jones, Gakpo. Obviously, it's disappointing. There's no Jota around or a Thiago or Robertson, but I still think that team has got more than enough at home with 7,000 extra fans in for the first time to dispatch this opposition.
I was saying to Doyle off camera, do you feel like there's big pressure on Darwin Nunez today?
He's got to score today. Yeah. He has to score today.
The past couple of games, there haven't been many goals, a few big chances missed, but he's got a good run in the side now. Big game like this is on. You know what he did last year in the return fixture. So is there kind of a demand from Liverpool fans today to be like...
This is the game. He's got to put that drought to bed because, as you said, he's missed too many chances this season. I don't think he's scored in 5 or 6. So if we are going to win today, this isn't what is going to happen. It's what I want to happen. But if we are going to win big today, then he has to score this goal.
Have you guys actually been happy with his return in terms of goals and assists since
you know what? At the start of the season, it was looking really good because he was firing for Uruguay. He was also scoring for us in European Cups, also in the league. And then I'd say since we turned into November onto December, he just hasn't been able to score a goal.
It's almost like the big chance.
But he will score today. I'm telling you now, he will score today. I've got a very big feeling about him.
Got bet on it?
No.
His finishing and assists isn't the reason why Liverpool fans actually like him. Essentially, he adds so much value to the game in other ways. He does, and that's why you don't want to take him off because you're like 90% of your game is so perfect.
Exactly.
8 assists.
Yeah,
it is. It's perfect.
All for Salah. 8 assists this season.
Is that at home or is that just?
That's in all comps.
And so he adds so much value, but he just misses them big chances, and if he adds them to his game, lad. Honestly, this kid is serious.
He's only 22 as well.
Yeah.
That's what people forget. Maybe because he's such a big guy, and
he'll give. I'll tell you what he will do. I'll tell you what he will do today. Varane and Evans will have a nightmare against him, like because he's just going to run at them and be a pain in the ass.
He's a nuisance, isn't it? Yeah.
And you can imagine somebody like. Look at Nunez, lad. Look at the pace that he runs at you are. Someone like Johnny Evans. No disrespect, he's been a good defender in his time, but he's old now, lad. You know what I mean? He hasn't got the pace that Nunez has got. Someone's running at him, lad, behind. How is Johnny Evans going to catch him, lad?
No, he's
not. I mean, Nunez might miss the chance, but he'll get a chance. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense.
What do you guys make of Gravenberch?
I love him.
Love him. You know, I always had big investments, and you lot signed him.
Dutch technician.
But technically very sound, but played a few different roles since he's joined as well. But how has he kind of adapted to Klopp's system? And now, obviously, McAllister missing, he's going to have to kind of take a little bit more of that burden.
To be honest, we're looking at him today to provide massive legs. Do you know what? He almost reminds me of a Musa Dembele.
Bro, he carries the ball. He carries the ball.
That's not a bad comparison.
Do you know the way he glides, though?
Yeah.
Bro,
because Musa glid.
That's a big statement.
Not you.
He's top 3 Tottenham players of all time.
I watched a lot of Gravenberch when he was at Ajax, and I was always saying, he's the next one up. Spurs need to try and get him as almost Musa Dembele replaced. In terms of dribbling wise, fully I agree, because the way he glides and all physically moves people out of the way as if they're non-existent.
He's 6'4", bro, but he's also
6'4".
Very technical.
He's huge.
But he moves like a
gazelle.
Yeah, like he's
a ballet dancer.
Like he's 5'8", lads, with the low sense of the gravity.
Do you know the thing with him is I always feel like he's so physically big,
like me.
such a good dribbler. He can almost do anything, and it's like Musa Dembele. You're always looking at it like, can you add that?
He had everything in the bag.
But Musa Dembele, I only feel like you really got the best version of him later in his years when he started dropping deeper, because you realise he didn't have that final end product. It was like, you know what, you're better using your physical traits. What do you think the best role for Gravenberch is?
Number 8. right on that left centre midfield, lad, where he can go from one box to the other in 2.2 seconds, lad. You know what I mean? That's what type of player it is. Like we were just saying, he glad from one end to the other, lad. Like it's nothing. He genuinely shrugs people off, and it makes sense now, right? Because he pushes people off like they're nothing, lad. And he's 6'4", so that makes sense. He's massive and strong, lad. Yeah.
You know when his hand is
but in your face, lad. Imagine me trying to tackle him, lad. Don't worry, Abbi, lad. You just go away, Doyle, lad. You know what I mean? He's only 22 or something as well.
It's a good comparison. It's a big comparison as well because of how good Moussa Dembele was.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. That's a
yeah,
good compliment.
I like that comparison I do.
It's a good one.
He isn't right-footed,
bro.
He's not Moussa yet, but he's definitely brilliant, lad. He's got the same
raw
makeup. Yeah.
It's crazy that you guys got him from Bayern Munich.
19 mil.
For
I think
price
he's
as well.
19.
35.
I'd still
Still a bargain,
for
though.
Gravenberch. 35
He
million.
was just that the wrong, like wrong time, wrong place.
Yeah.
100%.
Wrong time, wrong place at
Was
Bayern.
he linked with United as
He
well,
was,
right?
Yeah, heavily.
The link was
And then he
there.
had
The
to
link
look
was
around
there.
and thought,
I'm not
sorry.
gonna lie. I always thought the opposite should have happened in terms of you guys should have got Amrabat, they should have got Gravenberch. I feel like Amrabat would have solved more of your solutions.
I agree.
Gravenberch next to like maybe not a Kobe, but Casemiro, if you like. I thought that would have made more sense in my opinion, but somehow you've made it work, so we'll see what he's got today.
Let's have a look at the Manchester United lineup then as well. It's Onana, Dalot, Evans, Varane and Shaw, Mainu, McTominay, Amrabat, Anthony, Hojlund and Garnacho. Shaw, they were not sure if he was going to be fit, so obviously that's a late one that's come through. Looking at the bench, Marcus Rashford, he's back from illness, he's on the bench. Reguilon, Pellistri, Wan-Bissaka, Donny van de Beek, and then quite a few of the youngsters on there. Yep. What do you think about the lineup?
Actually, you mentioned Van der Beek. I'm actually surprised he's on the bench
Going
because his move to Frankfurt's already done.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Is that just to squad depth?
It's almost like a Ten Hag habit, isn't it?
Yeah, literally.
I'm trying to get you out, but I'm gonna play you one more time.
Yeah,
McTominay, Maguire, now Van der Beek. It's like, hey.
He'll probably come on and like a 9 out of 10, and then.
I'm actually surprised he's on the bench, but anyway, I think it's pretty standard lineup, but I'm not expecting big things today. I'm a bit concerned about Luke Shaw because he did go off with an injury against Bayern Munich at half-time. And Shaw's he's been one of those where I'm just questioning everything about him. He's been at the club for nearly 10 years. His fitness is not always up all the way up there. He's only been part of one trophy-winning squad. Every time he won a trophy in recent years, he's been injured. He can't stay fit for a full season. His assist tally has not been the best. I think it's less than 15 assists or less than 12 in 10 seasons.
Wow.
So,
which is mad because you think on an international level, Luke Shaw is probably one of the first names on the team sheet.
Different systems.
I think
it's between him and Chilwell, isn't it?
Yeah,
but when are they both fit? Like, and
they're
on
never
form,
fit.
they're not.
Trippier
plays there more often than
England have always suffered at left back, like except for Ashley Cole. Like we've never really had a great left back, so it's just one of them things. He's the best.
Come on,
Streets
don't forget Leighton Baines like that, man.
He didn't play much though, did he? He didn't get much time, but he was a belter at free kicks and that. Like to be fair to him, but it's just one of them things, lad. We've slotted them in because he's the best one that we've got.
Yeah, I don't think. Do you know what? I actually don't think he's bad at all.
He's not terrible. He's not terrible
when he's fit.
But he's not a man. He doesn't excel though either. That's the point that he's making. He's saying he's right on a level, and I don't know what he offers other than that. Really,
you can't. If you can offer that if you're available all the time.
Yeah,
for example,
exactly.
I'll give you an example at our club, like Ben Davies.
Yeah.
He's always fit. He's always ready.
Always
you know when he slots in,
7 out of 10.
Minimum 7 out of 10.
Yeah.
And I understand that, especially if it's like a squad player. But if you're saying that's our starting left back for 9 years, and you don't really feel like he's raised the levels, and then you're kind of looking across the park and you're seeing Udogie, the way he's kind of impacted us. You saw the way Zinchenko when he came in. It's like
Robertson.
Every left back that has come in is kind of adding something to their team. But our one, it's like,
even
can we even get 20 games?
Even Simicast has had a few assists. He's been in here. Like, did you say 12 in 10 seasons, mate? 12
it's definitely less than 12 in 10 seasons. I'm 100% sure of that.
Crazy stats like that.
That's a target though. That's for us. We should be saying, look, he came off in the week. He's probably not 100% fit. He's got Soboslai, Salah and Trent to deal with on that right hand side.
No one the one for years, why is Wan-Bissaka not starting? You're going to be against it, you are. And he is your best one-on-one defender in that team, without a doubt. And he's going to come against, is it Diaz that he's playing against? Diaz is one of the best men at taking one-on-ones himself, lad, for taking people on. And you're going to have Dalot, who's going to be bombing forward. And no disrespect to him, lad, he's not a little player, but he's not the best defensively. I know Trent isn't, but he's definitely not nowhere near.
I think the problem with Wan-Bissaka is, and I think we saw it on Tuesday as well, when Coleman scored the goal, he was the one that played Coleman on side. And I can give you at least 6-7 examples in recent years where Wan-Bissaka plays this guy on. Oh, Wan-Bissaka played him on. He played him on. And it happens every single time. And I think Ten Hag's looking at that and thinking, I don't want to take that risk because if he's going to be playing on Diaz and Salah, do you know what I mean? It's going to be a game of fine details and you can concede 7 like last year. And I don't think Ten Hag wants that to happen. At least with Dalot, you get the attacking threat, but defensively, he's not going to be playing.
It's not a threat if you have to do quotation marks. It can't be.
No, to be fair, I do feel like he does offer a threat because he has scored a couple of goals. He does have a decent delivery on him. It's just a case of the consistency with him. What do you make of that double pivot, though? Because I feel like a lot of United fans have almost been waiting for this pivot to happen. For one reason or another, it's not. But now you've got young Kobe's come through. He's really made an impression. Amrabat is now starting to find some fitness, getting some regularity. And then McTominay's almost been removed off the shackles of be a ball-dominant midfielder. Now it's just attack the spaces.
Yeah, because he's the only one that can actually
score a goal
at the moment in your team.
Is this low-key the midfield you want to see? Yeah.
I mean, you can't really say yes or no, but I think if you look at the midfield, it's probably the best we can put out there. McTominay always manages to give you a goal. I don't know how he does it, but if he can do that today, fair play. He's the captain as well. He's a captain as well today, so that's maybe more of an incentive today for him to score a goal.
Yeah, he's captain, is he? And he's the biggest advocate for Ten Hag, isn't he? He comes out and he's like, I love Ten Hag. Ten Hag's my mate, mate.
But in terms of when you look at the technical side of the game, it's the complete opposite.
Yeah.
I think McTominay averages less than 25 touches a game, which is absolutely horrible.
With this not
being packing with stats today, didn't you?
But with this
because we see this every game, so we know this like by heart almost. Do you know what I mean?
With this not being a game that you're gonna dominate possession-wise, though, is that really isn't a problem, though?
No, in terms of that, it's not going to be a problem because we're not going to have a lot of the ball today. I think it's literally going to be us sitting back, trying to hit them on the break with Garnacho, the likes of Garnacho on the left. Not really too confident about Anthony on the right, but that's a story for another day. But that midfield today, Mainu, I'm actually interested to see who's going to be the more advanced out of him and Amrabat.
Yeah. And similarly on the other side, obviously we spoke about Nunez needing a goal. Hojlund now has gone 12 games without one. Is this the type of game? I'm almost thinking back to the Martial Skirtle moment.
Oh, go away,
I know. But could this be that type of game for him where he needs, do you know what, a big game like this? You've scored a couple of goals in the Champions League, but this is really one to kind of kickstart your Premier League career.
You're absolutely right. This should be the game. If there's any game where he's going to score, this has to be the one. Because in the beginning...
What have you made of him as well?
I can see the raw attributes, but obviously there's development to be done there. He's young, he's 20 years of age, but I'm almost starting to think, is there anything else to your game that you can offer? Because he's almost, at first the fans have done this, but now it's almost like he's done it where he's reduced himself to this striker that can only wrestle against defenders and there's nothing else. But what about run the channels, bro? Like, try something else, because that's what he was doing at Atalanta. He was being put through, he was running the channels, finishing first time. Why is he not doing it here? Cool, you're not getting the service, I get that, but try and offer something different, because now it just looks like you just want to fight, man, all the time. But and when you're coming up against people like in the last game, Upamecano and Kim Min-jae, try that one, mate. It's not going to work.
I think Cams was saying that as well on FCM, where he's like, he's almost too desperate to try and prove that he's capable of playing the Premier League at a physical level because he's so young.
Made a good point the other day. He was like, it was literally like watching a year 7 go up against 2 year 11.
That's true. It's true. Yeah,
you put it like that.
It was
trying
quite,
his best, like trying his best.
It was quite accurate, but I do feel there shouldn't be that much pressure on him. I mean, it's his first season again. He's super young. I definitely think there is something in Hojlund, 100%. I think, but at the moment, there's so many issues at Manchester United, I don't think he's the biggest one by any stretch.
No.
I think that the pressure that probably comes with him, I guess with the price tag and him coming into this team, is quite a lot, because you haven't got anyone else to kind of be able to pick up the slack. He should probably be a number 2 striker that's, again, can come on and, you know, try and get experience this season, and then we'll see how he develops into next season. But because you don't have that, he's kind of been hoisted in there, and it's probably too much too soon for him.
Yeah, probably because of, you said, the price tag, the age as well. It's going to be tough for him. If he doesn't score today, there's definitely going to be critics, having a go at him. And I mean, the numbers don't lie. You know what I mean? If you come in for 70 million, something has to give in.
But yeah, I think that's your fault, not his. I don't understand.
Oh yeah, we're terrible negotiators.
The
Everybody knows
price
that.
tag of 70 million for a player that is so young and it only scored 9 times for Atalanta.
Yeah.
It's a crazy fee.
It is.
So unfortunately for him, again, that price tag is probably weighing him down. The fact that the expectation for what they paid to what they're getting back in return. But it's not necessarily his fault. He's not a £70 million player.
Yeah.
He never was. But if United are going to go and spend something stupid like that, then that unfortunately comes with it. These big price tags.
Yeah.
That happens when you're Man United, though. They have Man United
Yeah, it's
tax.
crazy.
This is your own fault for spending stupid money on
go.
players for the last 10 years. This is literally their own fault. They never did that before that. They had Darren Fletcher. Yeah, that's who they had.
Park
and academy
Ji-sung.
players. Yeah. And then all of a sudden they
Ji-sung,
changed the
what?
model and wonder why they're getting overcharged for players that only score 9 games a season.
Yeah, it's mad.
I haven't said that. I still think he is a good little player, but I do agree with Aaron. I think it's spot on. If something's not working for you, try something else.
Yeah,
I really
yeah.
agree with that. Like, prove that you can just try and get something, try and fight in a different way. Like, just prove that you're a Premier League striker in other ways than just being strong.
Yeah.
That's not going to get you the goals, lad.
Yeah.
Apparently, by the way, obviously we're
strong.
not there and we're not watching this with sound on, but apparently Anfield is noticeably
Louder.
very much louder than normal.
Because our stand is back, you know that, don't you?
'Cause we got
Our
7
full stadium is
Not
the first,
full, not
it's,
full.
It's missing like a certain
It's missing 3,000, but
Yeah.
we've got
Okay.
But it's the first
10,000
time
were
you
built.
guys-
We're
Against
using
United.
7,000 today and then 3,000 extra from
Love
the
it.
So
Chelsea
that's
game.
great. That'll give us a little bit of an extra push, I hope.
There's a couple of super chats here.
Trust
Yeah,
me.
exactly.
Sucking it into the net.
Few super chats
Coming like
here
hungry
from
hippos.
Man United
Remember
fan. He said, "Did you know we beat Liverpool twice last season?" He also said we must leave everything on that pitch today.
The only thing you're leaving on the pitch is regret and shame.
Oh,
To be fair, right, I don't know, do you remember the 7-0?
Come on.
Everyone remembers the 7-0, yeah?
Yeah.
The first half of that was very, very closely contested, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I
It
think
wasn't until the second half.
Yeah, yeah.
Everything
I think we
fell
scored
apart,
6 in the second half.
Yeah,
I
the
think we
first half
scored
was quite
1 just
close.
before half time. And then when we come out, we just went mad.
Different
and scored
team.
6,
Yeah.
yeah.
Also, another super chat here. I mean, don't know why I'm reading it, but you have paid for it. Killer Lolly says, "Not the first time AGT has juggled balls."
Trust me. And I'll be juggling the match ball.
Yes.
After Salah gets a hat trick, mate.
Exactly.
Hold that.
Guys, send in your predictions, please. Let us know what you think the score's going to be. Also, do not forget, please, to smash that like button. Very much appreciated. Doyle, we'll start with you. What is your prediction for the game?
I am not super confident. I don't think it's going to be a 7-0 or anything mad like that. I think we are the better team. We are at Anfield. We have a almost full stadium, so everything is in our favour. 3-1 to Liverpool.
Nice. Al,
4-0.
you changed your tune. You was
Well,
giving
from
it 8. You
5-0.
were giving it 8 the
No, that
other
was
day.
Mario. That was
Liverpool have made almost every single game this season hard work, right? I don't trust them to just make an easy game. They don't do that. They've had about 3 easy games.
I
And
can't
it is-
wait
it's
for
a
this
derby.
game.
Yeah.
It's a derby. We've got to show respect to it. Fuad, what do you reckon?
I'm going to go 3-1 Liverpool. Yeah, I think United will score, but Liverpool should be comfortable today, I think.
12-12 for Salah, by the way.
12-12.
12-12 against Man United.
He's gone about his business quietly this season.
Yeah, he
He's
has.
like,
I love him, lad. I adore the man.
Aaron?
I'm going to try and keep the score down, and I'm going to say 2-1 Liverpool.
Okay.
Fair play. I can see that as well, though, lad.
Minimise the
You
damage.
can see that, lad. You
Yeah,
can.
it's got to try and minimise
I've
the damage.
seen
One
some
of the things I'm
predictions
actually worried
coming,
about.
man.
We're going to give a breathing. I also agree with you. I think it will be 3.
Genuinely, I'm worried a little bit in the midfield because, Endo, right, he's great. He's a great butcher, lad, but he's boss for the 70th minute. That's what he's good for. So when you want him to come on and just kill everybody on the pitch for us dead quick, lad, yeah. But he's a
And see
little
out
bit,
game, yeah.
he's a little bit runs in quicksand, lad. Do you get what I mean? He's
No,
a
he
little
doesn't,
bit,
man.
He does, lad.
Doesn't.
I've seen him get on the
He's been
ball
our best
too
player
long.
the last 4
He's been
games.
brilliant. He has, but on occasions he looks like he's stuck in the mud and he has one extra bit of a touch and whatever else. And if he's got that young lad Kobe on him, or he's got McTominay, or he's got Amrabat that just want to kick him, I'm a little bit worried about that. That's what I'm worried about. But
We'll keep an eye on it.
just so you know, Szoboszlai, yeah, has won the ball back, recovered the ball more than any other player in the Premier League, which is 112 times today. After this, we'll see.
We
But
can actually talk about Szoboszlai in a sec because he's been probably one of the signings of the season.
yeah.
James in the super chat says, "I don't see any real man in that lineup for United." Fuad, and as this is the season of resurgence for real men, it's going to be a Liverpool win. Sadly.
Hey,
Where to you guys, real men?
Big talk.
Big talk.
Amrabat, please rise.
So straight away they've won the toss and they're making us kick into the cop end in the first half, which could be an absolute suicide move, or it could work in our favour. But naturally and traditionally, we always
like second half.
Do that in the
Do you
second
think
half.
these things kind of play with your mental sometimes? Because I remember Bayern did it to us this week.
Put it this way, yeah.
When
I used to play football and they'd win the toss and they'd swap, instantly they're getting in your head because you think, oh, that's long.
It annoys you, lad.
Instantly they've won the first duel of the day, and then you win the first one on the pitch. But it shouldn't affect us. It might even work against you because we might even be more on it first half.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's it.
Come on, man!
Look at that!
Let's read some of your predictions. Max says 2-1. Richard 8-0. Liam Walker 5-0 to Liverpool. I mean, God, none of you are being particularly kind. Yeah, there's some mad ones.
Come on, boys.
Liam,
Here we go.
5-0. Jonas 5-0. Khalid 9-0. Roland 4-1.
Game is off.
James says,
come on, Noah!
There's
a balloon on the pitch. Get it off.
Winners straight away.
Oh, you
See?
don't like seeing a balloon, do you?
Shoot.
Look at him.
Oh.
Right, early
Straight
doors.
Bro, humiliation straight away. That's what I'm
Flying out the
on.
blocks.
Time waste.
Yeah! That's how you start a game. That's how you
Vamos.
start the game.
Still going through
Corner
lots of your
cuts.
predictions. 3-0 says Chi Best. Jay says 3-1 to Liverpool.
This is it.
Oh my God, there's so many. Sean says 1-0 Manchester United.
I'll
Chaos
take
King
that.
says 4-2 to Liverpool. Blaze A says Aaron has to be the bravest man alive sitting in the United corner alone. Sitting in the United corner alone. AGT and Doyle when LFC scores will be
Get
unbearable.
it out, man. Get it out.
Fuad, please help.
I actually agree with that comment. I agree with that comment.
Purely neutral today. Actually, we're not neutral. I need Liverpool to win this. So do you.
It's a foul, mate.
I'm not neutral.
Yellow as well.
It's
Isn't
an
Never walk
entertaining
alone.
game.
I never walk alone.
I don't mind
Let's
seeing
let
some
them see it.
campaign.
That's a yellow, man.
No,
Yeah,
we
could be,
need
but it's
it.
early in the game, so he's not going to give him one.
I
lads.
need Cams to suffer as well.
I know, but we need that. We need that.
It's a double-edged sword.
Don't worry, man. Don't worry.
No, but we need Liverpool to win. I only want a Liverpool.
The only people that need Liverpool to win is us two, yeah? We need Liverpool to win.
Yeah, you lot. Just
I need you to win the. I need you or Villa to win the league.
see if we can
guys.
spot
First
Mario.
set piece of
Go
the
on.
day. Simicast.
Go on. Out.
Yes.
Good start.
Just
Everyone out.
bobbles at the
They are
back.
shook
Great
already.
start, great start.
They
Noise
are
must
shook.
be loud in this
Strong
ground.
start.
You know, like when the camera
Strong
shakes, you know what I
I
mean?
bet. Let me just make this prediction for the game. I bet we see Mario on TV at some point.
Absolutely, we're going to, yes.
Yeah.
Mario's our mate. That does the
He's
channel
fun,
with
bro.
us, lad.
The cameras love him.
They're like, where is he, lad?
They know where he is, and they know he goes mad, so they
look
go
for
to him.
They're like,
yeah.
before the game, lad, they go, look for the Scouse, Bulgarian, Italian, bro. He'll be in the main stand.
Zerbi.
Rack, he says, I'm an Arsenal fan here. I've triple captain Salah, so I hope there's goals galore. Salah in the pick of it. I've predicted in my Super 6, liver sausages and chips 6.
Wow.
Manure United 1.
It's like that.
Liver sausages, lad.
That's a new one.
That's a like that one.
That's very good. Liver sausages.
Yeah, that's a
He
good one.
loves the word sausage as well. That's
sausage.
like, I'm like, yeah.
The Scouse word, that, lad. You little
Sausage.
sausage.
Do love
Little
sausage as well. Pause. Big pause.
So far it's been all Liverpool, these opening few
Got away
minutes.
with that one, lad. Here he is, the endo. Here we go,
Go
lad.
on,
Proving me
son.
wrong, good boy.
See? Told you, ass. Go on, Endo, kid. Shoot.
And they get
Edge
an
of the
early
box.
goal.
Luis Diaz, Tasmanian Devil mode.
Yeah, literally. Ah, yes, Endo. My G.
Liverpool are
Keep it on.
keeping them high press.
Oh,
I
high
gotta
lines for
stay
life.
Tiller.
Hey, do you know what?
Big tune.
What a
3-6 Mafia. Go on, G. Bluetooth infrared era.
I don't miss
Mad.
being I like being in for top of the league and that, yeah, when you get the wins and that's great. But I hate watching a game when the title's on. Like, I'm not saying we're gonna win the league, but we go first if we win this, lad. And the anxiety that you
That's
feel
ours, thank you.
around these games.
Everyone's just hunting
Vile,
after
lad.
you.
You
Yeah.
literally sat there like it's horrible, lad.
Arsenal fans.
If you want to be a winner,
you
you get used to that feeling.
It's true, lad.
That's
But
what
I'm not a
winners do.
professional footballer, unfortunately, so you know what I mean? I don't know
Yeah,
how to
well,
feel
that's
it.
why you're sitting here.
No, it's fair.
Yeah, that's why
It's
you're
fair.
Doyle, you kind of
How bizarre.
mentioned Dominic Szoboszlai earlier.
Yeah. Go on, Trent.
How much has he...
Oh!
Just
Foul.
as he nearly puts one in there for
Yeah.
us.
foul behind
how important has he been to kind of this new regeneration of Liverpool's midfield?
He has been so important. I think he's a natural born winner, and he hasn't won anything yet, but he's captain for his and
natural
honestly,
born winner.
you can
Hasn't won
feel it in him. He's an all right,
was
I'll
a
say
mad one.
He's a natural born competitor.
Doing something,
yeah.
And you can see it when he plays for Hungary. He's a leader in that team. He's the best player and he knows it and he takes accountability for it. And when he's coming to Liverpool, it's a new resurgence, right? We want energy. We want lads that are up for it. We want competitiveness. He is the embodiment of that. And you know what I love? The relationship that him and Trent have developed together. I don't know if you've seen it, but the boys are like best mates. They like passing to each other on the pitch. They like the way each other play.
You know,
they tell each other to shoot. It's boss.
You know your team, like when you're new to the team, anyone who's played football, they always take to you well if you're good at football.
Yeah,
straight away. And that is almost like the big
I love that what you just said there, lad.
It's almost like the first line. You know, on training ground, if there's a new player and you see him touch, we're taking him in.
Watch him do a volley, lad, and he goes, got the right technique, lad. You're my mate, you.
Yeah. Boys.
I think everyone's had that moment.
Darwin, back post there.
He couldn't have done much more there.
It was tough. Do you know what's interesting, right? He's wearing Nike boots today, but in training all week he's been wearing Puma. So there's rumours like, is he going to make? Oh snap! Let's see what's happening.
Onana trying to be a midfielder in his own box.
But if I'm Nike, I'm like, bro, you've been pictured in Pumas all week. What are you doing?
Yeah.
To be fair, Puma's been
You're under
they've
contract.
been snapping up a lot of players.
They have from Nike as well.
Yes.
This high press from Liverpool is no joke.
I don't think they've been in our half at all yet.
They are suffocating.
United have had 12% possession in the first 5 minutes.
Come on, the Reds. Come on.
Aaron, I need to ask you about Eric Ten Hag.
That's my mate Will in the background.
Let's say you lose this game
on.
again significantly.
Sound
Let's say that it does turn out to be another 5+. Do you think there is any danger of him being sacked?
No.
You think they're sticking regardless?
I think they're going to stick with him because they're going to wait for the new ownership to come in and do whatever they want to do. I think
we're going to get one of them, don't we?
I think the new ownership will come in and they will have their own plans. They'll have their own manager that they want to bring in. So, okay, Anthony, show me something. Go on.
Oish.
Nah,
Yeah,
none of
Simicast dealt with that well.
None of that.
He knew exactly what he was going to do there.
First test, first answer.
I think the new ownership will come in with their own plans. But if we lose today, I don't think he'll be under any pressure, or I don't think he'll get sacked. But in my opinion, he's already sacked himself because of the stuff that's been going on behind the scenes with him falling out with damn near everybody now.
Yeah.
Varane's back in the side now.
Well, he has to play him. He has to play him.
I think I said this like 3 months ago. I said about him losing the dressing room and I could just see the way it was going. He's ruling. I like an iron fist, but there comes a point when you have to go, okay, let me take my foot off the throttle a little bit because also I'm accountable.
Do you know what I always say? Yeah, you can discipline people, but there's ways to discipline people.
What are you doing?
It's like a Simicast. Lovely chest
when
there.
he said,
You dirty bastard.
Hey, over 2K
Come on,
was
boys.
watching as well.
Love
Smash the
it.
likes button.
Go
Let's
on,
get it
Sobok.
up.
Yeah, them likes
Liverpool
need to go
United.
way up, guys. Come on, smash the like
Try and
button,
get to 1K.
please.
I feel way up.
Please.
Stuck in.
That's the type of stuff we like from Dom.
Stuck
He's
in.
just
Look
running
at
at
that.
people
Look
constantly.
at that.
Yes, Darwin, kidder.
Is that a foul?
on, man.
No,
never.
Salah plays on.
Need to be stronger there, boys.
Yeah.
Boo. That's all right.
I mean, you couldn't have
Little
asked for
spinners.
a better opening 7 minutes.
No,
You
Well,
were
goal would
Bar
be
a
nice.
goal.
Apart from
Bar a
the goal.
goal.
4 corners already. It's not bad.
Yeah.
But it feels like Ten Hag is he's the type of guy who, if you fall out with him, he'll make you feel the consequences in the worst of ways.
I think that's been shown, hasn't it?
And listen, there's ways to discipline people, but you can't just. If I fall out with you, I can't just go, yeah, Abbi, I'm not talking to you anymore. Like I get out of my face. Like you can discipline
You
people.
can if you want.
No,
Say that if
I
you want.
No,
totally
but
agree.
you can discipline people by talking to them, sit them down and listen. I didn't like what you did last game.
Reasoning.
This and that. Next game, please change it. But don't just go, yeah, you're out of the team. You're not playing it. Don't do that. Especially not without any reason. When 2023, you can't do this
So
anymore.
do you think he's been wrong then in the
I
way that
agree.
he's handled certain situations, like the Jadon Sancho situation? Do you think it's been too harsh? Or you're on
foul.
side with it?
That's a
Because
big debate.
when
Sancho thing.
when Flex and I have discussed it quite a few times, Flex is very like staunchly on the side of Eric Ten Hag. So I'm interested I'm interested to know like your thoughts on that. If you think that it probably has been handled a little bit too harshly.
If you're going to
Never.
do that with Sancho, fair enough, cool. That's your prerogative. But keep the same energy for everybody else, please. Because if Sancho is supposedly training bad, and then all these people are putting in all these performances during games and costing us goals and making errors and stuff, but you're playing them the next game and telling people we are playing well. Where's the difference?
But has he not done that kind of a little bit? Because you look at guys like McTominay and Maguire who were actively wanting to be sold in the summer.
Yeah.
Weren't in the picture at the start of the season. But as gradually time has worn on, they've kind of crept in, they've kept the right attitude, they've trained well, and they've earned their place back. And now you look at them, their first names on the team sheet. They're talking about Maguire, player of the month. McTominay's captain today.
Yeah.
So is that not a sign of almost, if you train right, if you do things the right way, I will give you the opportunity? And especially when I look at the Sancho situation, I don't think he's done any of those things correctly, if that makes sense.
As in Ten Hag?
As in terms
Sancho?
of Sancho, how he's dealt with the situation.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I don't know whether it's the training right, but the way he's gone about on social media and things like that, and I don't think he's gone about it the right way, in my opinion.
I mean, we had a lot of injuries as well, so there were certain points where he had no choice but to bring in the likes of McTominay back into the team, Maguire.
Who have arguably been your best players this year?
Best players, you can say, yeah. And listen, I'll give Maguire his props. He's done really well in the last month. Anthony, go on, show me something, please.
Oh, McTom, edge of the box.
No, you should have taken the shot.
Garnacho, is he?
No.
No, did.
United's first chance. Almost chance, should we say.
I forgot what I was saying there.
But no, I just think he's ruled with an iron fist in certain situations, which I think have been right, almost like the Ronaldo situation, the Sancho situation. They've almost been like extreme situations.
What's going on here?
But I don't think it's been almost like an iron fist throughout, if that makes sense. Even like Martial, the way he's kind of integrated him back into the team and everything. So I don't know. I feel like the United job is such a difficult one. Where he has to blame, I think, is some of the players he's signed and how he's kind of utilised them in terms of Mount, for example.
Yeah.
Soboslai, edge of the box here. This is a vintage Sobo. Oh! I thought that was going to be one of them ones.
A little sighter.
You can see the ball got drifted a little bit too wide.
When I see Sobo in them positions, I get excited.
That's a yellow card, though, for Manu.
I do agree with the talent ID, though. The talent ID hasn't been great. Apart from Martinez, I can't think of one signing that has worked out.
Well, you would say last season Casemiro was
And
a good
Varane.
signing.
I mean, talent ID, I think
That's
that was
a
more
yellow
of a club
card.
signing.
Yeah, but again, like when you, it's very different when you look over a course of a season, because last year many people were saying Casemiro is the best in the league at times.
I remember Rodri discussions.
Yes,
Yeah,
and,
they would.
Big
Yeah, that's
discussion.
true.
Keep on.
I do.
Obviously, look, he hasn't been fit, so he hasn't been playing this season. You know, so we haven't seen too much of him. But I still feel like, again, that wasn't
Anthony,
that
win that back.
wasn't a transfer with a long-term view,
Yeah.
because he's coming towards the end of his career. Similar, you know, with Christian Eriksen, a player that, again, a great player in his prime. We watched him for 8 years. But at the same time, him going to United, having a good season last year, but then this season again out injured, not really featuring very much. So I feel like when I look at the United squad, I mean, there's nothing in that United squad personally that scares me as a Spurs fan.
Yeah, and you mentioned Eriksen there. This season in the summer, we were all looking at Ten Hag thinking, okay, what upgrade can you give us in terms of Eriksen? And we were throwing out names galore during the summer, this guy, and then we end up with Mason Mount. And we all looked at each other like, is this meant to be the upgrade to Eriksen? And we were kind of skeptical, and now it's almost like we've been proven right, because he's not really been setting the world on fire. He's been injured. He's been out for a long time. So the talent ID has been a big issue. But
and
then
if
again,
it's not him, he'll buy someone that he used to manage, and then they'll turn out to be horrendous. Look at Donny van der Beek, like the treatment of him.
And the reason
apparently,
we can go on and on.
I heard the thing about, he doesn't have a sporting director in place or whatever.
Yeah.
But I remember Ralph Rangnick was there 6 months before he arrived. Ralph Rangnick pointed to a lot of the issues, and maybe he didn't do it the right way. Maybe he didn't manage the team well during this time. But he definitely pointed out a lot of things that needed fixing at United, and his plan was to almost stay on as an advisor.
Yes.
But when Ten Hag came in, he said, I need you out. I want to run the ship by myself. And that's where I thought a little bit, are you cutting your nose to spite your face? Because this is a big job.
And I think he kind of...
And at Ajax, he almost had that perfect structure with the sporting director, with the academy that churns out world-class players. You have a culture and a philosophy that a lot of the players have bought into over the past couple of years. You're kind of walking in with this in place. And some of it, he put in place for sure. He promoted a lot of those youngsters as well and coached them. But you had a lot of things kind of there for you that allowed you to just manage. At United, it's not that situation. You're also dealing with players with a lot bigger egos, star players, and I don't know. There's definitely some things that I can say he's to blame for, but there are definitely a lot of things that I feel like are just typical United issues, if that makes sense. No matter what manager you kind of have in place there, they're just gonna they're not gonna improve it.
They're issues that have gone on for such a long time, and also you can't. The Black Grealish has written. Has Pochettino ever been successful in a similar situation to Ten Hag? Did he have this much power at Spurs, or were funds the problem? I mean, I think that, again, they're different styles of managers and they're different clubs. I'd say that with Spurs, the purse strings were literally that wide open, you know. Yeah. Whereas at Manchester United, it's not for the lack of expenditure. You spent big money.
We spend big money, but we spend it on the
wrong players.
Yeah.
Simple as that.
And I agree with Fuad when he said that, you know, he's definitely to blame for certain things, because if you're going to, because remember he was about to decline the job if he didn't get that full control on transfers and about who comes in and who goes out. He was going to decline the job. Now, the fact that you do have that control, and now we're looking at your talent ID and the players that you're signing, we're thinking, well, was that really a good idea to give you that full control? Because Rangnick was really there to not tell you what to do, but he would have helped in terms of who's got in his phone book, who he can call. Because you look at all the players that he did recommend to Man United, Alvarez, Szoboszlai, practically all the players that play for Red Bull. What's his name?
Solskjaer said, let's get Haaland. And they're like, no.
Do you see what I mean? So someone would have been there to help you get the right players for the football that you want to play. Instead, you said, no, I want full control. And then you go and call players that you've either coached before. If it's not Ajax, it's at Utrecht, or it's somewhere else, or they're at the same agency. And it's just like, I don't know. It's a bit strange. It's very strange.
I think it's actually so important to have a director of football. We kind of felt it with us at Spurs.
Go, my days! Liverpool playing hopscotch! Oh my God! How did that not go in?
Darwin Nunez again, lad.
How?
The ball was above him.
I
thought that was a goal.
The ball was above him.
Oh my God!
Darwin,
ball comes wide to Trent. He just floats one into dangerous space. Darwin Nunez gets up. Luis Diaz tries something. Salah tries something, and it just side netting in the end.
What is that?
Also Onana.
Are they going to say foul on Gravenberch to Onana there? Nah. Nope, it's a corner.
Big chance, missed it. Again.
Oh my God, I just see Mario in the crowd.
3 bites of the cherry.
Come on, get it out.
Corner gets dealt with.
Get it out.
Garnacho counter. Anthony.
Can you get there?
Lewis.
Yes, lad.
Luis Diaz
Right,
doing the
Joe.
doggies.
This has just been
This is
Liverpool.
onslaught. This is what you call an
Wave
onslaught.
after wave after wave of Liverpool. But what we were saying,
Good lads! Good lads!
having a director of football is so important.
Yeah, and
it shouldn't be the owner's job to do that. And I think it has to be a bridge between a manager and an owner.
Do you know what's really sad?
Long gone are the days of managers having that kind of full control.
But it also, has to be someone that is has a footballing brain and not the owner of a club. How it was with us, Paratici and obviously now that. But to be fair, he didn't miss.
I mean,
he didn't miss.
Yo, free my guy.
And I think
free him, bring him back.
United fans in general kind of struggle with understanding that we do need a director of football because of Fergie having been at the club for so long and doing everything by himself together with David Gill.
But that was built up over the 25 year period.
Do you see what I mean? And now we were kind of desperate at one point because everybody was talking about sporting director, to the point where we gave the job to Darren Fletcher. And he had no clue, no experience. I don't know if he still has the job officially. I think he still does, but we're not seeing the fruits of his labour. John Murtaugh's kind of doing everything. To not have a sporting director in 2023 when everybody else does is alarming.
Luis Diaz. It's it. Salah on the edge. Blocked just in time.
Blocked. It is only a matter of time before Liverpool get the breakthrough.
It's starting to feel like that, isn't it?
FRD on the Super Chat said, Man United's problems this season is the white kit. Other teams tend to mistake them for Spurs.
Hey.
Probably the devil on the front of the shirt.
It's so funny.
Production, ban him.
Yeah, you're getting blocked, son.
It's more like the devil on the shirt. That's probably.
To be fair, United
You're
would
right.
like to be
I
like
thought
us
he was going to say something about the devil on the shirt.
Same.
Spurs.
Some demonic
that promo video.
They're arting.
I'll tell you what, if I don't that first.
It's a contract.
Uncomfortable conversations there, bro. I'm telling you.
What did they say? You don't choose the devil chooses you.
You signed the pact. I said, whoa, this is some of the craziest promo
stuff
ever.
I can't lie. When I watched that, I was like, ooh, I don't know.
It's another corner for Liverpool.
We've had about 8 now.
He said, backstick this one. Oh, my days, Virgil.
Wait.
Back in again.
No, but how can Virgil win it 3 times?
3 times.
Virgil wins every header.
It's been
Boys away, man.
There you go, Virgil.
I knew he was offside there.
Yeah.
Win it. There you go.
This is nice.
I mean,
though,
it is just they are just getting battered, Manchester
No,
United.
but you
That's
know
a
what?
foul.
This is what United need to do. This is now 20 minutes into the game.
They need to start picking up a few yellows because they are kicking a little bit here, lad. There's a few lads that have had a few now. Come on.
Look, you could just see United shape. Low, compact,
Yes.
Simeone style. Look at
Terrified,
Hojlund.
that's what it is, lad. They're terrified,
This
mate.
is literally not how you should be. This is not how
I know,
Manchester
But guess
United
what? But now
should
it's almost
ever be
throwing the
playing.
gauntlet down to Liverpool to say, hey, come break us down.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I
Low
don't know. They got too many weapons, man.
We don't like low blocks, lad. We really don't. It's been our difficulty trying to break them down. But we have done it all season, and we've won every single game at Anfield. We haven't drew one.
Yeah, you
We've
managed to
won
find a way.
every
Yeah.
single.
Managed
Yeah,
Managed to
I
find a
love
way.
this though.
this is
Can't lie.
great.
This is
Keep
great.
doing this
I'm baffled. Why is Onana not taking the kicks when your specialty is
because he's
ball playing?
passing it to him. Watch.
But
I
this
find
is
it
I
very
don't get this.
strange.
Oh my goodness!
There you go.
Why?
I'm not.
But
Shoulder
why,
wide,
but
lad.
why do that?
To do that, do you know what I mean? Just for what?
For what?
For what?
To give the ball straight back to
You know
Liverpool
when he
as
does
well.
that, he scares me.
Oh!
That was it.
Ball to hand, ball to hand, ball to hand, ball to hand. Come on, lads.
Aaron, I've got to ask you about Onana as well,
Garnacho.
because
Yes.
obviously
One
he's off to AFCON.
Oh,
He
Garnacho.
is, yeah.
as well. So
Oh, Garnacho, that's a foul.
Never a foul.
Wow.
Hey!
Your foul radar
Little push
is
in the
off.
back, no?
You think that's a foul and I've seen you play football, lad?
Yeah.
Next
No,
time I watch you play football, lad. Yeah, okay.
I did the commentary. You should have had 3
I
red
can never
cards.
call a foul on anything.
Nah, you
I'll
can't,
clock
lad.
this.
I've seen you play football, lad.
You can't call a foul when it's at Anfield either.
Fairs, man. Fair.
Onana is off to AFCON.
Yes.
So again, I think,
on,
believe
Liverpool.
it or not, the Turkish keeper, is it
Bayındır.
Bayındır?
Yeah.
Bayındır, he will, I guess, come in.
No,
Kid.
How do you feel about that? Because obviously there's been a lot of criticism over Onana. He's a big reason why you're out of Europe as well. And
Oh my God!
there hasn't been...
Has that gone in as well? It has.
What's the matter with him, lad? It still hasn't gone in.
I can't. But it's just he's comical, lad.
He's honestly, he's so great.
What?
He's
Wait.
booked him as well.
He got booked for that.
For kicking the ball away.
Oh yeah, you get booked for stuff like that now, innit?
Are you
shoulder.
kidding me?
Shoulder
It's
to
not
shoulder, man.
booking.
Shoulder on shoulder. You little.
Johnny Evans, big 6'5" fella.
Yeah. Sorry,
Come
Abbi,
on.
go ahead.
No, about
don't
Onana.
like that,
How do you feel about, obviously he's going to be missing for a period of time. Bayındır will come in. But again, is it a massive loss or not because of how, I guess, poor Onana might have been this season?
I don't think it's going to be a loss. The only issue I have would be we've never seen Bayındır play. So we don't know how he is ball to feet. We don't know how his reflexes are. We don't know how he is on his line. We don't know. Unless you've seen him play at Fenerbahce or wherever he was, we can't really tell how he is. So it's going to be one of those where when he plays, we'll see how he does, innit? So
Well in, lad.
it's not... Ooh,
Whoa. What are you trying, bro? Can't run that round here, mate.
Yeah, sorry. So yeah, it's literally going to be one of those where when Bayındır plays, we'll find out. And listen, Onana, I think it's best for him to go away from United and play for his country at the AFCON because it's not been good, man.
I do think for Bayındır, though, it's a good way to almost come into the team. The big money signing has had his opportunity. He hasn't really taken it. Now he's going away for a uncontrollable reason, if you like, the AFCON. But now it's kind of like no pressure. Come in for a couple of games and just be a steady Eddie.
Yeah.
And if he does anything above that, it's only good for him, if that makes sense. Like there's no bad that can come off it for him because it's like, how much worse can it actually get? Do you know what I mean?
It can't, yeah.
And the funny thing with Onana is I thought he started badly, but then over the past maybe month and a half or so, I felt like things were improving. Then that Champions League game against Galatasaray happened, and it was almost just like a complete
Back to square
reset,
one.
back to square one.
Yeah.
Yeah, you are absolutely right. But is there any part of you that maybe wishes you'd have had David De Gea there to step
Oh,
in?
no. Hell
Okay.
no. No. Nothing in this world is going to make me want David De Gea back.
So you would rather have an unknown keeper, you've never seen him play, no
Yes.
idea how he works,
Yes.
than have David De Gea come back in while
Absolutely.
he's at AFCON?
Yes.
Big words. Big words. Let's talk about Liverpool. We haven't even really discussed you guys, and the game has been completely dominated by Liverpool. What have kind of you made of the last 23
We've
4
done
minutes?
everything apart from put the ball in the back of the net so far, so I'm confident that we'll still win the game. I see the comments saying, you know, according to my prediction, we should have already been 2-0 up by now. But the last game was 1-0 at half time, guys, and then we won 7-0. So I'm not saying that's happening again, but yeah, we've done 99% of what we've needed to do so far, but that 1%,
All that matters is goals. That's literally it.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at the way that United are playing, I mean,
but it might come now.
very narrow. Kind of don't move from your position.
Oh, Mo, that's
About
You overhit that.
This is what I'm worried about.
They're just inviting Liverpool on every single time. Do you not think that's a very risky tactic to do against Liverpool with the front three that you've got?
Yeah, yes, definitely. We're going to attack you whether you put a low block or you put a high line. It doesn't matter what happens. We're going to attack you anyway. So your best chance of success is a low block. And it's like playing a Palace or a Luton or a Burnley or something anyway.
Manchester United have set up as if this is a Luton.
That's what I'm saying.
They are playing the same way as a Luton would, as a Brentford would, as a Palace would.
And we've won in them occasions as well. So I'm assuming that we are going to go on to win the game, but still, it's frustrating to watch. I hate watching Liverpool play against low blocks, and the lads will be getting frustrated. And you're seeing it a little bit because there's a few loose passes. There is a few, but the possession's all with us, and we are doing stuff with the ball. We're creating chances. Darwin's missed a big one. We should kick on to win this game. The way it's going, we should.
How do you feel?
Like I said, just easy at the minute in terms of how I feel. Just confidence, still easy. They've not really done
posing
anything.
any threat.
Not really. I think the more that we can pressure Onana when he's taking these kicks, the better.
Ooh.
But going forward, like, there's nothing that we can't deal with here.
Tina in the super chat says, will the new director of football of Ineos have any real power, money and players to sell and buy?
25% of it. Not the whole takeover, just 25%.
Just 25%.
We don't even know who it's going to be yet. There's a lot of names in the hat. There's Dan Ashworth, the guy from Newcastle. Maldini's been mentioned.
Maldini?
Yeah.
I can't lie. The way he's rebuilt AC into title contenders, and then now all of a sudden he's sacked and it's
also
not
getting
looking good over there.
selling Tonali and Master Show as well.
With the betting thing, he was ahead of the curve. He was ahead of the curve. I'm telling you.
You definitely do. So yeah, there's a couple of names in there. I forgot one that I wanted to mention. I just can't.
That's late.
My mind just went blank. But
Is Red?
yeah.
Oh, I thought you were going for Red then for a second.
Kobe, too much passion.
He should have already been booked.
These lads have been kicking us a bit in this first 20 minutes. The yellow was due, lad.
You know one thing I do love about Endo? One of the few players like Sandro, if you remember, wears a gum shield.
Oh yeah, I love it.
Shows me he's ready for a dog fight.
Just the most
I love that.
He's like, go ahead, punch me, lad. I've got my shield in.
Come on, Kobe. You think I haven't felt this
Sandro
before?
always wore one, didn't he?
Not being funny, but he should have been booked before that. So
We'll see now.
We'll
He's
keep
got
that one.
he's got to play. His game is about kicking people a little bit. So we'll see what he does now, lads.
if I was United and could choose one player I didn't want to be on a yellow, it would be him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't want to tame him,
well.
do you? Look,
glide.
Yeah.
See?
It's weird, isn't it, lads? It's because he's got big steps as well. It's all starting to make sense. This 6'4" thing, lad. Massive steps on him, lad.
I'll release it.
Oh. United have something on the counter. Oh my God! And he's completely missed the ball.
When I talk about the passing ability, this is what I'm talking about.
Well, this is all United have. This is all United have. It's just breaking and trying to create something on the break.
Easy, Cole.
Nah.
Okay, nice from Trent winning that back.
Back to Trent, whip it in.
Nunez.
Okay, another corner
We've got to make
for
something happen
Liverpool.
from these corners now.
Absolutely, you need to.
That passing is awful.
This is why I didn't go into this game saying we're just going to smoke them, because every game that we've played, we've made it look difficult. We are the better team in all of these games, but we've made it look difficult, and that's what we're doing again here. It's really frustrating to watch. We've had 7 corners and not had a shot from them, really.
Okay, let's see if they can do anything from this one.
Come on, Trent, lad. On someone's head here, lad. Virgil's or something, lad.
Yeah.
You're still off about the pass, innit?
It's so like vintage. Oh! Fuck! Oi!
Wow.
Big Verge!
That was a
Big
Verge
chance.
with
That
a
was a save.
big old
Like-
chance.
Oh my God! The way he left
Absolutely
his
should be
marker.
saving them.
Yeah.
Decent
Straight
save.
out on Onana.
Decent
Straight out
save
on
from
Onana.
Onana.
Anywhere else
though.
on the side, that's in, lad.
Yeah, but made him force a save.
Again, you should be catching that as a professional
Aye.
goalkeeper.
Yeah,
I'm
that's a
sorry.
camera save, that.
Yeah. Always. Flex was so right what he said about Onana a couple of weeks ago about the way. Were you on the show that day? When he said about the way he saves and like his body, maybe you
like
were there. He's
Yeah,
very,
it's unorthodox.
It's like he's playing
He looks
7
like-
aside with the firm,
looks
lad.
like
very
someone-
unnatural.
No, Flex said, you know, in 5-a-side when someone goes in goal and they don't really want to go in goal.
Yeah,
And
he
they're
looks
not
like them
keeping
guys.
it.
Like, oh yeah, I'll go and go,
Saves
guys.
Everton with his feet and
Look
that,
at
lad.
this.
I
Every
don't
time, though.
understand what this situation is
To
at
do
the
that.
back.
To do that.
Why is Onana not kicking the ball?
I have no clue. I
horrendous.
couldn't tell you why. I honestly couldn't tell because
if anyone knows
if you're gonna
in the
do,
chat,
It already sets your team up so deep from the goal kick. I always say, like, if you're going to pass out from the back, have an idea of what you want to play. Have midfielders who are going to give options. Have wide players who are ready to attack channels. But if you're just going to do it, just build out the back for the sake of it, mate.
Yeah.
And especially if you don't have the right tools to build out from the back, you're finished.
There you go.
You're gonna get caught every single time.
I just wanted to give you a couple stats. So possession-wise, it's been 63% Liverpool, 36%.
Again.
That's right. 36% Manchester United. It's been 9 shots for Liverpool. They've only had 1 on target though.
Yeah, that's not good enough.
That's not good enough. United have had 2 shots and none on target.
Okay.
So again, it's very much on the Liverpool side of things. 6 corners as well. But again, despite having all that possession, absolutely nothing to show for it. I'm quite surprised that we are 30 minutes into this game.
Oh, great ball.
And we're yet to see a
too
goal.
much.
We are yet to see a goal.
Don't like it, Abby. I really don't. Don't like
It's going to be one of those
You've
where
done
once
this.
one goes in, the
Your
floodgates will
cockiness.
open.
You've done this.
The game's not over. We were 1-0 up at half time last year and we won 7-0. Relax. I've not done nothing.
Alex ain't panicking. Not yet.
The Black Grealish says, I don't understand United and their decision-making skills. They sacked Mourinho, a serial winner who got you second in the league, the Europa and a Carabao Cup. All he asked for was a defender. Do you agree with that? Or
Well, he didn't win us a Carabao Cup, but I get his point. Sorry.
he didn't win you a Carabao Cup?
No, he didn't.
Play on, man.
Did he say we did? He did.
You won them Europa League.
Yeah, Europa League.
That's it.
Sorry, what was his question?
He's basically saying you shouldn't have sacked...
It wasn't a question, I think.
It
Oli
was a statement.
or Jose?
You shouldn't have sacked Jose.
I don't know, you know. I feel like us getting Mourinho
I
at...
swear you won a cup.
Yeah, no, we won...
No, they won the Carabao and
Carabao.
Yeah,
they won Carabao and
You did win a
Europa.
Carabao Cup.
Yeah, it was Carabao and Europa that season.
Defo. You
I
definitely won
swear
a
we
Carabao
didn't win a
Cup.
Carabao Cup with him.
You did.
I think it was a
don't think
community
he did.
shield that we won.
I think you did win a Carabao Cup with him.
Look it up.
BRB. Let me check.
But yeah,
Mourinho.
I always say that. I always say Mourinho shouldn't have been sacked from United. They tried to run the narrative he was finished, and at Spurs as well. You know how I feel.
You won a League Cup,
Yeah.
a Europa League, and a Community
I
Shield.
remember.
I think
'Cause
Mourinho...
do you remember Zlatan got injured and missed the final?
Right,
Never
yeah,
found that.
that's true.
So in fairness,
And
when
it
he turned around and said it was a miracle he got you second place,
He was right.
he was right.
Bro,
Literally
And
right.
Yo.
it's
Biggest
still
achievement.
the truth.
You see,
6 years later.
and the job he's doing at Roma now, you know, I think he's broke through 19 youth academy players. That's
crazy.
The front line he's built with Lukaku and listen, I know they've gone through rough patches, but Roma fans and the board, they've fully bought into Jose. I think long term they'll see the fruition of that.
I think
that
we
was
already brought
the
him.
last time you were the most successful.
I think we brought
Jose
Jose in at the wrong time. We should have brought him in after Fergie. We should have brought him in after Fergie because with that squad that we had, he could have squeezed out a little bit more than what David Moyes did at the time.
I think he was at Madrid though at the time, wasn't he?
Yeah, but I think his time at Madrid was coming to an end. So if we would have gotten him after that, because we were linked with him, or not linked, but there was talks of him. I think there was talks of we talked to Klopp at the time, but then he chose Liverpool because when he visited Old Trafford, he said something about
the roof.
and Disneyland. I can't remember the exact quote, but Klopp ended up going to Liverpool. So we should have brought him in after Fergie. That's what I think. We brought him in at the wrong time.
Yeah, I think that's a fair point. I think that's a very fair point.
I don't think you can pick anybody to follow Fergie, lad. Doesn't matter who you pick. You can pick.
But I think that I don't know, like a manager like Jose probably would have been a better choice than...
I don't think so.
You don't think than
I
David
think
Moyes?
was the right choice. It was just the system and the way that the club went about its business completely changed, and that shafted him essentially. He went into buying like Di Marias and Falcao's and all these stupid players.
Do you think it was the right move to get David Moyes? I thought it was...
Well, listen, Fergie chose him, so
Yeah.
it's irrelevant what you think, because Fergie chose him. If Fergie said, let's get Mourinho, you would have got Mourinho.
I think
That's another thing that I
was
kind
called
of
the chosen
struggle
one,
with.
wasn't
Like,
he?
not everything that Fergie says is gospel. Do you get what I mean?
I agree, but he was the one that made the phone call, and you had the sign saying the chosen one, because he was
I
chosen.
remember that. Yeah.
You know what I mean? We have
Back your man. Stand by your man. Was what
I
he
think
said
he
in
was-
the-
it was the
I
way-
remember that speech.
After a
He's in the
couple of
middle
weeks,
of the
man.
pitch.
What the fuck have I done here?
What have I done? Ian Goldsworthy on the Super Chat said, here is a stats for you. The last time that Manchester United beat Liverpool at Anfield after a European Cup week was back in 2012.
Remember
it
that
hasn't
game?
happened since.
Was it 1-0?
My first weekend of uni.
Was it 1-0?
That is 11 years
No, we
ago.
lost 2-1.
2-1.
God, I feel old.
Gerrard scored. Van Persie penalty.
Oh, Sodspo all game, lad!
It's very uncharacteristic from
Ooh!
Wow. Sean.
That's a spicy challenge. Booking?
No.
No.
Of course not, it's Anfield.
Mm.
That's
I hate this saying, you know.
that is unfortunate. Unfortunate. But it's very weird. You don't usually see Liverpool's kind of front and forward play be
Disjointed a little bit.
as disjointed and a bit sloppy
It's a
today.
bit excitable, that's what it is. They're all like, we can just score if we just get this pass off. And it's not that, lad.
It's
Just
usually very seamless.
chill out a little bit, lads. You just want to win this game, and I want you to win this game, but you can. So just chill out a little bit.
And you
innit?
see, with the way Liverpool are kind of sloppy in certain areas of the pitch, we should be
Look at
looking
that.
at this and
Look at
going,
that.
Exploiting it.
exploiting it, but we can't.
Oh, that's a yellow.
That's
That's a
definitely
yellow.
got to
Yeah,
be a
he's gonna
yellow.
get that.
He definitely got to be a
two.
yellow now. Good
Yeah,
lad.
That's definitely yellow.
You deserve that. Is that Amrabat? Good. Because you've been
Yeah, yeah.
kicking people all game, lad. You deserve that, mate. You
Walking
got
on a tightrope.
smoked. You
See
got
that from Gravenberch,
smoked,
though?
lad.
In trouble, and he turns us into an attack like that.
Smoked there, lad.
Love that. Yeah, Diaz smoked in there.
Yeah, both.
Now
United.
both of them pivots are on yellows. That's
Andrew
dangerous.
Tate on a yellow.
Dangerous. Dangerous
Top
situation.
three. Also, it just means it's
Bottom
one of them.
G.
Even if it's not dangerous in the sense that they won't get a red card, it means now they'll leave a leg. They
Yeah,
won't put the
they've
leg
gotta
in.
be
They'll
careful now.
stop the hard
They can't go
tackles.
in for it,
They've
yeah.
gotta
Yeah,
be
yeah.
careful now.
And their job is to
Set
do
off.
that. When their job is literally just to kick people and they can't do it anymore, what do they offer?
You've really got to
off.
get Gravenberch on the ball and tell him to start
that
driving
us?
at them.
Is that a
That
corner?
is a
That's a corner, I
corner.
believe.
Probably the
Corner.
10th one, though, man. Come
James Bauer says Ten Hag is playing Dycheball and doing it badly. I'll be honest, that's offensive to Dycheball. The way he's got Everton
Yeah,
playing.
They should score. Oh, that was going in now, I think.
Everton would be 8th or 9th in the table
Yeah,
Yeah,
if
they'd be
it
ninth.
ninth.
wasn't
Going
for
in.
Ninth, yeah.
the deduction.
I'm still annoyed he's not playing the way he used to play at his previous club and came and said, I'm not going to play the Ajax way. That's not what they brought.
Konate! Big chance.
Come on, big.
Another corner, another header.
Heading that down into
Is that another corner?
No, I'm saying you like this is like your 12th corner of the game.
Yeah, it is, lads, yeah.
Mad.
Do you know what? Yeah, I was,
So
I met
uncharacteristic.
You lot are
Konate
so
recently.
dominant
That
in the
guy
box though. I don't get
is
it.
Massive.
But they're not on target.
He
Mind
is
you though, United-
absolutely massive, that bloke, in real life.
Canate.
Yeah. Stood next to him, I was like...
You randomly bumped into him on the street. Yeah.
When he was injured, and then I tweeted saying he's fit, and then it went viral. It got like 2 mil. And then he came on and we won the next game.
AGT spreading fake news, man.
ITK.
Ended up being true news.
Oh shit.
He did play.
So you leaked it accidentally.
You're a little mole.
I love it.
Around the world.
I love
all
it.
Foreign Liverpool counts, like, according to Fan on Street. I was like,
Hang on. Selfie.
No name or credit, just fan on street.
random fan encounter.
You know what? That is one thing I've
Counter.
clocked though
You've
with
not seen
Liverpool
me.
players. They're so like in and around town. The
Oh,
amount of
bro,
times
they are,
I've
man.
seen them bump
Everywhere, lads.
into
Everywhere.
like
Luis Diaz
Mane
is
regularly
walking
at the
around.
mosque.
just
Yeah,
strolling
he just-
around, innit?
Bro,
Oh,
get
I'm
on
like,
this
I love
story,
it.
yeah. So, a guy in a shop recently, in Dale Street,
Yeah.
said that he used to go to the mosque, and he said Mane would clean the toilets in there.
Oh, I read
Yeah.
that somewhere.
He would clean the
yeah,
toilets
yeah.
in the
Okay.
mosque.
But Mane is,
And with
is
like a
just
smashed up
such a humble
iPhone
guy,
and that,
man.
like
Wonderful
an
man.
iPhone 4.
Such a humble
Mane's
guy, man.
humility is
I've never
unmatched,
seen that
man.
before.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Him and
It's
Salah are
unreal.
the same,
Him
bro.
and-
Salah's the same, lad.
N'Golo Kante.
Wonderful
Yeah, yeah.
people.
Kante as well,
He's the
yeah.
same.
Wonderful human beings, lad. Genuinely.
Yeah.
Trent, that's poor.
More
that.
should be like them. Sadio Mane as well,
yeah.
one of my favourite ever Premier League players.
Oh, yo. Oh, well played, Luke Shaw.
Luke Shaw.
Which is why I questioned
that,
a
man.
lot of what happened in the Bayern dressing room when they accused him of.
Bro,
doing-
yeah.
I was
like,
like,
Mane won't be doing
Mane,
none
I
of
don't
that.
know him personally, but come on,
He
Mane.
did have a
I mean,
streak.
I do.
He did have a streak.
Yeah.
If you awoke
If you
the
cross
beast,
the line, and I'm sorry if that was what Sane said, yeah.
Exactly.
Banging.
Yeah.
If you
Yeah,
cross
yeah.
the line,
I don't even remember what he said.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
So
I
it's
actually
very,
did,
this
yeah.
is
Is
like
he
very,
still-
very,
But
very.
How is what?
Is
That
he
makes
still
no
there?
sense
Yeah.
though. No, he's at Al Nassr with Ronaldo.
Yeah, with
isn't he?
he's living life, man.
He's
living
enjoying.
life.
He's enjoying. He deserves it.
Yeah, man.
I wish he wasn't there. I wish he was still here, though. That would
Yeah, you
mean.
can still come and do a job for you.
Yeah.
Big game clutch player.
Problem is though, I feel like he's signed off on like
A high.
yeah,
yeah.
like it's
Oh,
like
yeah.
like even Firmino, I'm happy for him. He got the nice send-off tour.
Adidas boots.
But I feel like he should have left a year or two before, and it would have been like,
No,
wow.
do you know what? I'm the opposite. I would have
Yeah.
said stay another year.
You think it was
Oh,
perfect
really?
timing?
I would have said stay another year.
To be fair, actually, yeah, because he didn't score that many the year before, and last
then
year
his
he
last
actually
season he scored
contributed a
goals,
lot.
yeah.
Yeah,
So,
you know
like,
what,
yeah,
Nana,
more.
you're right. You're right.
Dance.
Yeah,
Come on, man.
Pep's lawyer says to you, AGT,
Yeah.
what would Ange
Trying to
say
get them
about this
charges
match
down.
so far?
Pep's got about 25
it's a deep line, mate. But we're not going to change it, mate. We're going to keep taking our goal kicks like this, mate, and hopefully pays off, mate. But,
I have to
is a
say,
very
I've
good
got to say that Ange impression is one of the best
Jason's
I've
fault,
heard.
It's very good.
Honestly.
Still over 2,000 of you in here as well. Big
College.
up yourselves.
We need some more likes, guys.
Let's get up to 500.
Smash them
we're at
likes, guys.
480
Come on, mate.
at the moment. That's 20 of you.
We got half time
in.
in about
We
6
need
minutes
Wait,
or so.
how many people and how many
It's only
likes?
7 or 8,
2K,
mate.
500
per
likes.
game, mate. That's not
You always
good
get
enough,
the subway surfers, I call them. They're just chilling. They're just watching.
But come on,
You know.
smash the like button, guys. Let's see if we can get to. There we go. Let's see if we can get to 600, 700.
Vamos, chicos, vamos.
Vamos.
Appreciate
He's at
y'all.
these
Appreciate
grace.
y'all.
He's at these grace.
Oy, oy, oy.
Hopefully we get a goal soon as well.
Vamos,
this
vamos,
Yeah, we
vamos,
need
otra,
some
otra,
games
otra.
because all of Liverpool's everything they've done today has resulted, I think, in one shot on target.
Yeah,
or
it
two
doesn't
shots
matter.
now
That's
on
what I'm
target.
saying. That's what I
For
meant.
someone
when I
who's good with his feet, he's not very good with his feet.
Well, no, you can't even
I
keep
get what
That's
you
what I
mean.
was referencing before.
I get what you mean.
Liverpool have dominated against.
Am I right?
Liverpool have dominated against Luton, Burnley, Crystal Palace, whatever. But they've given us a hard game, and we've just about scraped results. And I knew that was going to be like this anyway. I could tell the game was going to be like the game to set up like a low block. We're going to have to pluck away until we get our goals, and hopefully not let them get one on the
Pair
counter.
of tweezers,
Yeah,
guys.
that's literally the game plan that United have set up with today. Low block, try and break if they can. But again,
played.
possession of the ball is so low for United today. They know that
Yeah.
they're hardly going to see the ball.
Very low.
Aaron, are you happy
Oh,
with
that's
the way
nice.
that you've set up? Are you happy with the first 40 minutes? I guess it's still 0-0, still in the game.
Yeah, it's still 0-0.
More than you could have hoped at the start.
This is clearly the game plan for the full game. So, listen, keep this up until the last minute. And listen, I'm not going to be happy, but I'm going to be satisfied if it stays like this.
The problem with this type of tactic is on the 60th, 70th minute, your team will be shattered, lad.
You'll
They
start to
really
get
will.
tired, innit?
And
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
when gaps start appearing and Mo Salah runs in and slots one, lad. That's usually when we get our goals, mate.
And
the last
especially-
15, 20 minutes of a game, you will be under it, lad.
And especially if those two central midfielders are still on the pitch with 2 yellow cards. Yeah, that could be a sticky
Cheers,
one.
lad, yeah. Very poor game. Can't even see him.
It's invisible.
The TV went off, guys. It went off.
Back on,
Stick a
don't
50p
worry.
in the meter, guys. Go on, for
Get
fuck's
the
sake.
legs going.
Did it?
Yeah, not the best game
Oy,
for
oy,
Mo
oy,
Salah today so far. It's not something we say often, is it?
He'll always leave with
Yeah,
Sutton.
but the thing
though.
is, he can
Oh,
always
yeah, he can
pop
turn
up
on-
with a goal.
turn on
that
pen.
He
Turn
always
on,
leaves
yeah.
with Sutton.
Look there in the middle. Look at Mo!
Whoa,
Grab and
relax,
Birch. He
G.
saw him. He picked him out. He shot.
And it
And
was
Onana saves it.
Simicast there on the overlap would have been a decent
I think
option
he
for him as well.
maybe a couple of seconds earlier.
Just
get it out of his
Yeah.
That's why I
Play it
wanted
there,
it, lad.
yeah,
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 I seen it straight
Did you
away.
look?
One
the
touch
ball
little
there.
bit.
Oh,
I think
I get it.
Simicast
I
is
know what you
no.
mean, yeah.
the ball
And then it
that was the ball.
allows to be fizzed across as well
Yeah.
to Diaz or Darwin.
That was
deflected as well.
The ball was definitely to Simicast there. But again, Liverpool still pushing.
Onana,
Hey,
it has
Andre,
not,
man,
it has
yo.
not fluffed
My
him so
God.
far, but the passes have not been good,
Really.
man.
Onana cracks me up.
And the thing is, he's mad confident doing that.
Yeah.
No,
Like, he's not feeling any pressure.
No, it's mad.
Do you have to rate in some
Yeah,
way?
you
'Cause
do.
it's
Yeah,
like-
you
you
do,
do.
because it's like the mentality.
But it's like
of the player.
lunacy.
It's
It's
actually,
like-
yeah, it's close to being.
It's not mentality,
mad.
bro.
I don't know if you
It's
see-
innately who he is.
That's
And I think that's the
crazy
thing. You
to do that.
I
almost
rate his
have to
mentality.
accept that.
Oh, here we go, second
Yeah,
yellow.
yeah.
Yeah, he's not suffering from poor confidence by any stretch.
Yeah, he's not.
I want to ask you though, Aaron. Defensively, so far, United have put in
Never. No way is that.
United have put in
He's
a
a
very
little
good shift defensively.
Yeah.
Is this? I don't really feel like I could have seen United doing so well defensively today.
Same. I thought we were going to get opened up from the first minute, but so far, defensively, it's been all right. I have to say, it's been all right. So all I can say is, keep this up, man. Keep this up.
Okay, we are a couple minutes away from half time. We're going to have a little look actually at the rest of the scores from today. Of course, we've had lots of games this weekend, lots of scores.
Villa turned it around 2-1 at Brentford after Ben Mee decided to get himself sent off in the last 20 minutes.
Madness.
Villa smelt blood.
Arsenal with 2-0 winners against Brighton. Pascal Gross missing an absolute sitter.
We saw it, innit?
Yeah, Aaron and I were watching it before the game. Couldn't quite believe he missed it. Brentford, as we mentioned, lost at home 2-1. 2 sendings off in that game. Camara for Villa and Ben Mee as well for Brentford. West Ham again got back to winning ways, 3-0 over Wolves.
Big up Kudus, man.
Yeah, Kudus with 2. Jared Bowen with
West Ham are
1.
coming to Anfield on Wednesday, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Give him one, please.
Again, West Ham are just so
Big
odd.
chance.
Watch him.
Come on.
Watch the overlap. Watch the
Overlap.
overlap.
Oh, darling.
Curl it. You got it in your locker, lad. Curl it.
No, he doesn't. He literally doesn't have it in his locker.
No, but I know he doesn't. That's why I wanted him to try.
It doesn't. The ball was to Tsimikas.
That's decision making there.
Go on, curl it.
Honestly, he winds up. Just pass the ball. He clearly can't do it, so just move the ball, bro.
I've watched in a long time.
He's actually, what is wrong with him? You can't stop pissing about with the ball. You're not 6-0 up.
Man.
Run you through yesterday's scores as well. And from Friday, of course, Spurs started the weekend off with a lovely 2-0 win over Nottingham Forest.
We take those.
We're 1 point outside the top 4 spaces now. Manchester
Richarlison
City.
carrying on his
Richie lad.
crazy, innit?
Give us a little proof. No?
He's not going to do
I
that.
start malfunctioning when I hear that name, man. My brain don't quite compute.
I'll be honest with you. You're going to have to get behind him because for Jan, he's all we've got. He's all we've got up front.
Do a job.
You know, I'm happy. As long as he's putting the ball in the back of the net, I don't care.
Listen,
don't care who
all
does
I'm going
it.
to say is
Do some job.
Kulusevski put that on a plate.
Yeah, you couldn't.
And
really
Son put that on a plate the other day as well. So as long as man keep putting it on a plate, finish your dinner is all I can ask.
Yeah. And we've seen many times he doesn't finish his dinner, so I'm very grateful when he does. Of course, yesterday the game between Bournemouth and Luton was abandoned because of the situation with Lockyer, but he is stable, thank goodness. That was, I believe it was 1-1 at the time when the game got called off. Chelsea beat Sheffield, also relegation rivals. They managed to beat them 2-0. That moves Chelsea up to 10th in the table. City had a very interesting game, 2-0. So it was 2-1, wasn't it? In that Palace game. No, it was 2-2. It was 2-1, and then they got the late pen, didn't they? It was
Roy Hodgson.
Hodgson. Everyone's seen the meme of Hodgson laughing at
Pep.
Goat behaviour.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Absolute goat behaviour with a 94th minute penalty.
Historically struggled against Palace. Doesn't matter where
Yeah,
it's home
no,
or
it's
away.
mad.
They just struggle against them. Lad.
Bogey
Saturday
team.
football show, I said there's something that's telling me
Bogey team.
they're going to get
Bogey team.
Palace.
Yeah, literally. So that ended 2-2. Another poor game and a poor result for Manchester City. Newcastle beat Fulham 3-0. Raul Jimenez got sent off in that. I'm yet to see the challenge, but apparently it was some UFC.
I can't lie to you.
Yes.
You see it?
Yeah.
Can't be
Top
getting
five.
yellow for that, lad.
Worst?
It is top 5 funniest red cards you'll see
Really?
from Jimenez. He basically pulled out of a challenge midway through, and then I don't know if you've ever watched wrestling back in the day.
Yeah.
Do you remember Rikishi?
No.
So
but
he was this big guy, and whenever someone would be in the turnbuckle, he would run to them and basically throw his
He
big
didn't
cheeks
touch
at
his face and he's grabbing his
Similar
head.
type of move
You're a
from
little
Jimenez.
rat,
I
lad.
can't wait to watch it.
Stuff like that, lad. That's horrible, lad.
That's
He
what
didn't even
footballers
touch
do,
your
innit?
head once.
What's happened
You're
there?
supposed to be a hard man and you're throwing yourself on the deck like that, you little rat. Hate stuff like that.
That's what
Hate
footballers
it,
do.
lad.
That's what
Doyle has
footballers do.
arrived, guys.
Hate it.
I love that. Love the passion.
Do you know what I mean? It was a foul. It was, lad. It was a yellow card. You're in the midriff and you grab your
there's no
face like
need
he's
for
kicked
extra
in your head.
sauce.
What are you doing, lad?
coming like
you doing?
Rivaldo.
Embarrassing.
You know them ones where they go,
Yeah.
Checking their blood. Checking their blood,
Is
yeah.
it blood?
Is it bleeding?
Is it blood? How you
Honestly,
coming
lad, and honestly, their mates need to start taking the piss out of them when they get home, lad, and going, "You're a muppet, you lad. I watched you fake that, lad, when you got home. It's horrible, lad.
Yeah, it's
if that was me
horrible.
and my mates see me doing that, they'd slate me, lad, and I deservedly so deserve it, lad.
Real
Hate
men.
it.
Crazy. Guys, it is half time. Also, just to round up from yesterday, Burnley also lost at home at Tuchel and Dyche's Everton. Very dominant display from
Real
them.
men are still alive.
They're
Sure,
still
hey,
alive.
4 wins in a
Trust
4 wins in
me.
a row
I
for
tell you
Dicey.
what, Dyche, boy, they're cooking something. They are cooking something.
Bring him United.
Yeah, would you take Sean Dyche? Just asking, like, would you take Sean Dyche?
You know what? At least with Dicey, you'll be certain that the players will do the basics.
Yeah, it's true. It's very, very true. Right, that is half-time. It is 0-0. I don't think any of us expected it to be 0-0 before kick-off.
Nope.
Doyle, run me through your kind of analysis and take of that first half.
It's the same when we play any team that plays low block, all the ball, semi-chances. We haven't taken them yet. We usually do score around the 60th, 50th, 60th, 70th. But if I'm honest with you, poor. It's a poor first half. Too many loose passes at the top of the field. It almost seems like we're like, yeah, we'll score. We'll just score at some point, rather than actually trying to score, if that makes sense. They have been poor all over the field, and we should absolutely be dominating these with goals as well, not just possession. I don't understand what we're doing. I really don't. Dominic, we've been talking about him at the start of the game. He's been poor.
Yeah.
He's been really poor. Yeah, so is Mo Salah. Darwin Nunez, poor. The only one that can hold us up in that front line is Diaz, Gravenberch. They've been all right. The rest of them, lads, it's like they're too excitable, or they just want to get the goal, so they're overpassing something, or they're not. Just not playing the football that I'm used to seeing them play, lads. It's frustrating.
Alex, what do you think?
Yeah, just no bite, really.
No cohesion, I think.
It's all fart and no poo.
Yeah.
All burp and no sick from myself.
Oh, what an analogy. Well, no, I hear it.
It's true, isn't it? You know what I'm trying to say.
All fart and no poo.
I think the quality players, especially that you kind of look to on that right-hand side, in Sobo, Salah, Trent, it just hasn't been coming off with that final ball almost. You feel like a few times you've seen them kind of overlap and underlap each other, and it's just...
The decision-making's been poor in the final third. We can get there okay, but then we're looking up. There's 11 men behind the ball, and it's picking that key to unlock the door, which we haven't been able to do so far. So
is that where
Diaz has been the threat,
We've
though,
had
in
like
terms
12
of
corners.
beating someone, coming inside, looking at what he can do, but he's not really been helped. The corners, I mean, there's been a few good deliveries in there, but
we need to score one of them, lads. It's as simple as that. The way this game is
header
going.
from Van Dijk, header from Konate, that's about it, though, really. So
frustrating, lads.
And now, listen, they knew what they were doing by getting us facing the Kop the first half as well. That's what I said earlier.
And it's worked out in their favour.
It's worked out so far.
Yeah.
So
Is this where you have to give Ten Hag a little bit of credit for the game plan? Because you obviously knew coming into this, every Liverpool fan's kind of anticipating a big smash job.
For sitting
But
back.
you guys have really just sat back, absorbed it, defended well. But are you happy with that first half?
I would say so. I think everybody thought or was thinking that in the first half it was just going to be a bloodbath. But I've got to give credit to Ten Hag and to the team. The way they've defended in the first half was quite good. And let's keep this up, man. Let's keep this up. Rashford's on the bench. If he comes on, he can be an outlet. Put him through. He's good. 1-on-1, running in behind. Finishing, is not all the way there. But 7 times out of 10, if you put him through on goal, he'll score. So that can be a threat if he comes on. So yeah, let's wait and see what happens.
Just looking at these stats, right? So it's 68% possession to Liverpool, 32% to United. 15 shots Liverpool have had, but only 3 on target. United have had 2 shots, 0 on target, 9 corners for Liverpool as well. But again, nothing to show for it. So from a United perspective, you are absolutely buzzing.
Yeah,
the fact that you barely moved, other than just, low block, everyone behind the ball defending.
Yeah.
But again, if this is another day where Liverpool are absolutely firing,
yeah.
you could literally be banging trouble.
If you look at the stats, what was no shots on target. If this was another team, you'd probably be fuming and saying, how have you not been able to have a shot on target? But because it's Liverpool, you're thinking, you know what? I'm cool with that. I'm cool with it.
I have to say, I think this has been quite dull. As derbies go between you two. Obviously, I think we were kind of expecting fireworks from the Liverpool side of things. But I guess it like you said last time, you were only 1-0 up, when you went in at half time. So it does set up for a good second half.
Liverpool are a second half team, by the way, as well. Particularly this season, we very much are a second half team. So I would be highly surprised if this finishes 0-0. Can't see it doing that.
Yeah.
Might end in a draw, but I definitely can't see 0-0.
What's the reason for that, do you think?
Why
you guys seem to almost go up a level in the second half?
Because we all usually answer. So the reason why we concede a lot is because the team's very reactionary. So if you put us in gear 1 and we can win in that style, cool, we'll stay in gear 1. But if you score a goal, then we'll go into gear 2 and we'll beat you. And then you go and score another one, and then we'll go into gear 3 and we'll beat you. That's what the team does. It's a reactionary team.
The expected goals is 1.29 for Liverpool, 0.12 for Manchester United. So you are offering absolutely nothing.
One touch in the opposition box.
You are not offering.
Which is why when you said give him credit,
I'm not giving him credit.
You're giving him credit for a defensive.
For the defensive.
Credit for one touch.
I'm saying give him credit defensively.
Yeah,
I don't even think they've been great defensively. I think we've been a poor in the final third. There's a difference.
In the grand scheme of things, when you look at the stats, you're obviously looking at it and thinking that's atrocious. But for this game, the way you've battered us last year, and us coming into this game, I'm not going to look at that and be mad.
Yeah, of course.
I'm not.
Of course, lad. But it is a poor performance from Man United, without a doubt.
Oh yeah,
like this is Manchester
But
United.
that probably just puts more emphasis on the fact that none of our forwards have scored more than one goal this season. So that you're probably looking at that and thinking, okay, the forwards haven't scored. It's always a midfielder that scores. I think Scott McTominay is our top scorer with 5-6 goals this season. Yes, you can say that after the game in the grand scheme of things, but for today, for this game,
how soon would you make a change in terms of just to give you something on the attack?
I was going to ask about Rashford. And
that's a good question.
Because I think you can, almost like the boy said earlier as well, you can sit back and defend like this for about 60, 70 minutes, but at some point you have to go for it a little bit. And I think a good example of that is Palace this weekend. Against City, they pretty much sat back and said, all right, we'll absorb this, but come 70th minute, okay, now we'll get some of our better quality players involved.
I think this is why they've done it. They've got Wan-Bissaka on the bench for a reason, lad, so that when it's tight on that 70th minute, you go, right, just kick everybody now, lads.
But the problem with that, obviously, you know, your two central midfielders have been booked now. In Kobe Mainu and Amrabat. So is it something you take the risk and wait till the 70th minute? For me, I think that you're potentially, one of them I can see definitely getting a second yellow when being sent off. Are you thinking that maybe let's make this change at half-time? Because when we're on the counter, and Liverpool have lost the ball quite a few times today, you haven't got any outlet to then go and try and break. If you have someone like Marcus Rashford on the pitch that can carry the ball, would you go ahead and make this change at half-time? Or you're worried about the tracking back aspect and the defensive aspect because Marcus Rashford won't necessarily do that for you?
Yeah, because Liverpool tend to turn up in the second half. So I wouldn't make a change at half time. I would wait, like Fuad said, for the hour mark maybe to then make maybe two changes, one in midfield, and then you put Rashford on the wing and you say, listen, stay on that last defender and then just run in behind. Do that. So, but it is a risk though to carry on playing with these two with Mainu and Amrabat on the yellow. It is a risk. Massive risk.
They can't play the game now either.
One foul with the Liverpool players adding pressure onto the ref, the crowd and everything, you can quickly get a red and then you're down for 10 men.
If I was a Liverpool player at this point, I'd be saying, yeah, go on then. Let's
run
it.
Let's
make them put a foul in, make them do something.
Like Ryan.
It leaves the referee no option but to send him off. That's what I'd be doing as a Liverpool fan.
Especially our midfielders are ball carriers like Ryan and Dom. They can both run at men, so do it. Exactly. I want to see one of them get sent off, to be quite honest.
Well, look, we saw it. That's what got Amrabat the yellow.
And then it's true. And also, if one of them does get sent off, it makes that low block a little bit harder 100. For them to defend.
Yep. Carl Bates in the super chat says Manchester United should bail out Paratici and make him sporting director. He has a good eye for talent. I'm pretty sure Paratici is still contracted by us.
He is.
Is he?
Yeah. Okay. Listen, man,
we do phone calls.
We ride or dies out here. Like, listen, you sign for us, you signing with Death Row, baby. It's a contract for life.
We go to our visits once a week. He's still. I think he's in a consultancy.
Yeah.
Basis.
That's the way.
But in all honesty, like we said, he hasn't missed with one.
I like it.
Yeah.
He hasn't missed with one.
Listen, Udogie, Van der Ven, there's so many gems.
Bissouma,
Bentancur, Kulusevski.
Yeah.
We thank you, Fabio.
We do thank you for your service.
He's been okay.
Slow
fruition. Nice when you have a fella like that.
We couldn't see the vision. We was like, hey, what's going on? We want some centre backs, but
yeah, we
slowly
just
but
let's
surely.
see what you can do in Jan for us because we also need another centre back.
Oh yeah, you do. You
do. You know, we need something up front. Something. But Kulusevski in the 10, I'm here for it. Love it. Absolutely love it. But it's not about Spurs today. It's not about us.
Yeah,
it is
Emily says Tottenham are irrelevant. Please stop talking about them.
We're not relevant. We're massive. We're absolutely massive.
You have to say that. Probably not.
We are massive. Aaron, just want to talk to you again about Marcus Rashford because, again, he didn't feature on Tuesday night due to illness, whether or not we necessarily believe that or not. there seems to be that there's probably tension there with Erik ten Hag between the two of them. I don't think it's a loving relationship. He has to do more, in my opinion. He has to understand what it is to play for Manchester United. He's on that bumper contract. And obviously they're completely different players, the comparison I'm about to make, but the way that Trent represents Liverpool and fights for the shirt, fights for the badge, especially in that Fulham game where he said, "No, I'm not having this. Let's turn the game around," and he did that, single-handedly. I think that you've got to look at Marcus Rashford. He's meant to be the guy for Manchester United, and I just don't see him doing that for you.
You're absolutely right. You know, when you have games like today, for example, and you're looking at someone to turn up and score a goal, Rashford's the guy you're looking at, because born in Manchester, raised in Manchester, you know what it means to play for this club. You've got the bumper contract. You've got everything you wanted. Now it's time to repay the club, the fans, and everybody that has had the trust in you to give you everything you have today. And the fact that he hasn't been doing it is very, very alarming. And it's not even, I'm not even talking about ability-wise. It's simple things. And I think we've all seen footages of him just walking back and pulling out of tackles. And the one thing that comes to my mind straight away was the Arsenal game away, where he pulled out of the tackle, Arsenal go on the counter, and then Jesus does what he does. That's because Rashford pulled out of the tackle and didn't just get stuck in and just, it's going to hurt, bro, but that's football. Do you know what I mean? So the fact that he's not been doing it, and I've been criticising him for the whole season. And a lot of people are saying, no, but he's not confident. Listen, I always say there's a certain age we can't be talking about confidence anymore. We can't be.
I think everyone still thinks he's really young.
He's 26 now, I think. Just turned 26
in
October.
He's been playing at this level for 10 years.
And he's been playing football. He's been playing professional football in the first team since he was 17, 18.
10 years.
This is his like 8th professional season. At some point, you have to turn up. We can't just sit here and wait and go, he's entering his prime. It's going to happen.
It's true. But also, leadership qualities are not a given, lad, and he doesn't have them. That's not what his motto is, bro. He's never been the leader on the park. He's a goal scorer. Have you seen some of the pundits saying, I can't remember who it was, on some channel somewhere, and he was talking about, like Michael Owen for Liverpool. He was great at scoring goals, but he wasn't captain. So would you look to Michael Owen to try and get the Liverpool team to go? You wouldn't really, would you, lad?
No.
He's
That's
not a
why
leader.
you need a Roy Keane.
You need leaders on the pitch,
or
lad.
Ferdinand.
But I do think that he needs to run more. That's a different question, lad. That's not about leadership. That's showing commitment. That's where
exactly.
But he's not a leader. So I think everybody looking to Rashford to say, why are you not picking Man United up by the scruff of the neck and making us win games, is the wrong attitude to have, because he can't do that. That's not his leadership. It's the same way that Jordan Henderson is not a better footballer than Marcus Rashford. Marcus Rashford is a better natural footballer, but Jordan Henderson is a much better natural leader
100%. Than
Rashford. And so they have different qualities. And so to ask Rashford to produce a quality that he's never shown before and never has doesn't make sense to me. I don't get why people are asking him to lead, because he can't. That's not what it is.
Because
I don't think Man United have any leaders. I think that's the major problem.
What's so interesting though about Marcus Rashford? I feel like in terms of personal life and what he does off the pitch, in terms of what he's done for, in terms of England and this country, and how effective he was in making changes during COVID and what he's been able to achieve, I just don't see that same.
It's a different skill set.
It is a different... Yeah, but if you're a leader, you're a leader.
No, it's not. You're talking about empathy. He's got great empathy.
Have a big PR team working on
skill set.
Yeah, but I think that if you believe in something, and you want change, I think you can do that whether or not you're doing it on a pitch. You have to bring that in every walk of life.
Leaders are special people in a group of an environment of a group of people that can tell people how to do things in the correct way. They're not necessarily the best player. Marcus Rashford has great empathy and he can understand other people's needs, but that doesn't mean that he's going to be able to lead other people. There's different ways of doing it, and on a football pitch there has to be a competitive edge. There has to be a ruthless edge that is like, I want to win. If I have to go through that man, or I have to go through my own teammate to do it, I'm going to win.
But
Marcus
he has these purple patches that he does show that.
It's a lovely man.
So then why is it just these?
No, his purple patches are goals though.
Patches?
It's his goals. It's not his leadership qualities again. His goals. I think he can lead by scoring more goals and working harder, not by shouting at people.
But what is he doing? But what is he doing when he doesn't score? That's
what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. And nothing, because he doesn't really do that. That's never been his thing anyway, lad. You get what I mean?
It's almost like with Rashford, he's one of them guys that, when people say, but this has to happen and this has to happen and this has to happen for me to do X, Y, Z. With him, it's almost like if I don't play left wing, then I'm not going to... Do you know what I mean? Like, it's almost like when he plays left wing, that's his position and he's not going to do anything else. For example, when he's been playing on the right wing, he's not been doing anything. But then I've always said Rashford is an instinct player. You have to put him in positions where he doesn't have time to think. Yeah. When he's got time to think, 9 times out of 10, he's going to make the wrong decision.
A lot of strikers like that.
I think we've seen the 2 examples against Galatasaray at home when he had acres of space in front of him and he made the wrong decision twice. So you have to put him in...
Second half's kicked off, by the way.
Back underway.
So it's almost like everything has to be perfect for him to shine. No, it's not always going to be perfect. You have to put yourself in uncomfortable positions sometimes for you to do what you have to do.
I really disagree with the whole leader thing. I think if you are a leader in life, I think that it doesn't matter whether or not you're doing it on the pitch.
He's not a leader in life, though.
He has this. I think he's a leader outside of football.
He's empathetic, not a leader. I think it's
Abbi,
but I think
he'll have a
strives
massive
for change and
he does
that is leadership qualities.
I understand what you're saying, but it's a different type of thing. It's
and
not
he'll
a
also have a big
edge.
PR team that's doing all that for him.
It's not a competitive edge on a game where you need to kick people and run. It's about leading.
Go on.
Darwizzy.
Go on.
Salah. Nope.
How did the ball stick to his foot like the
Trent.
Bodies in the way.
Literally.
I think leading in empathy and leading in competitiveness are 2 different things. That's what I would say. And he definitely leads in empathy, and he goes, "This is how you should be doing it for the people in poverty and stuff." Yeah. And I love that. But he's not a competitor. He's not a Roy Keane, right? Yeah. A Roy Keane is like, I want to kill everybody to win.
But you know what? Not every team has a Roy Keane. I wouldn't look at Son and say that Son has the same mentality as a Roy Keane.
No, but he has a competitive edge, and he will do kick-ups for 7 hours because his dad told him to, because he wants to prove how competitive he is, and he's the best, and I can win. And that's what competitiveness is.
I feel like if you have guys like big characters like James Maddison and an absolute dog like Christian Romero as your vice captains as well, it kind of fills in gaps for you that you might not have per se. But as a leadership group, you can kind of feel that. And I think at United, you maybe don't have that. And Trent is in. Oh my God, side netting.
Good.
No, wow.
No, it didn't.
Trent trying to rile up the Anfield crowd as well. And it's funny because a quote has just come in here from Gary Neville on commentary. And he says, "This is the worst atmosphere I've seen at Anfield. This is Liverpool versus Man United.
That's not acceptable.
It's been so quiet, and that's since 5 minutes in."
Do you know what? Jamie Carragher also said the same thing. He also criticised the famous Anfield atmosphere.
We need Mario.
Come on, Mario.
Let's read some other super chats. Grimcase's best host duo. Thank you very much. Hope you are enjoying the show. Please do smash that like button. There is over
almost
2,000 of you. We're nearly
at
1K. Let's try and get that up as much as possible. The Black Grealish said, "Great show. AGT, please don't jinx us next time, please."
The game's not over, mate. Simple. The game is not over.
Okay,
centre backs are not being pressured. It's the minute the fullbacks get the ball, there you go. Now the press comes on.
I hate this. I just want to go, lad. We're so much the better team. Why are we not winning this game? Like I said, if we weren't fighting for top of the league, lad, I'd be like, meh. I don't, you know what I mean? Like, I want to beat Man United. That's cool. But I'm so desperate to go back at the top of the league again, lad. The anxiety is ruthless. Come on, the Reds. Come on, boys. You can beat these. You are the better team. I'm really disappointed to hear that about Anfield, I really am, because if I was there right now, I'd be shouting my head off, lad. I'm shouting my head off in a studio where they can't even hear me, do you know what I mean? So I want to see the crowd get up for this. We've got an extra stand there, that's what the point of that is. What are you doing? Please shout, please scream, please sing.
Subdued atmosphere. I mean, as we said, it has been a bit of a dull game. All
I think when Liverpool fans get a bit frustrated, I think that's when we're like, oh. And I don't think it's just Liverpool fans, I think it's any football team, really. When you get frustrated, the fans, you feel it in the ground. As soon as we get a goal, I think the noise will come up. But we shouldn't have to have that to do that. But I tell you now, 60th, 70th again, the noise will be bigger, the players will be faster, they'll be tired. And I just can't see this being 0-0. If it is, wow.
Let's see if they can get an early goal in this second half.
Go on, Kobe.
Liverpool.
Well in, right.
No changes at half-time either.
No foul, yes.
Poor ball there from Diaz. This is where United have to be ready and on it on the break.
Yeah, you have to be transitioned so well.
I'm yet to see anything that gives me.
Liverpool are one of the best teams on transition. Like, we are literally insane at transition, and that's why no one likes to play us at a high line or.
Same, we're great at transitions.
Yeah, you are boss of them, and that's why no one likes to play us with a high line. They like low blocks because as soon as we get transition mode, we'll score.
Yeah.
Same with you guys. And Man United are actually quite poor in transition as well. Oh. Diaz has such a very unique leap. Diaz does, lad. I can't explain it.
Oh, Nunez.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The way he sort of like,
Yeah.
I can't explain it, lad.
I know what you mean. Go on.
Oh,
Here
come
we
on.
go. Here we go. Here we go.
I thought that was it.
Salah
Get
again,
that
not
ball,
the
darling.
best final ball.
I don't think the ball was that bad though.
Off the crossbar said, what's Liverpool's weakness with low blocks? Why do you think you have that?
Because any team struggles to do low blocks. I think Man City are the only team that have been able to do it because they play such phenomenal one-touch football.
Yeah.
It's just difficult. There's no options. There's no space
Didn't deal with
behind.
it yesterday.
Yeah,
He drew.
it's one of the hardest things to play against in football. That's why the lower quality teams, every time they play a higher quality team, do it. Because it makes the probabilities a lot less. That's what it's all about. Football's all about
That
probabilities.
kicking is awful.
It's disgusting, man. Honestly.
It's not just Liverpool. I think
He
it's everyone,
doesn't
but
care
Liverpool
though,
do.
does he?
No, he
suffer.
doesn't. No, he doesn't.
He'll
He's-
whilst everyone else thinks he's getting less and less confident, he's like, I'll just do that
doesn't.
again in a minute.
and,
That's what I mean, though.
and he'll probably tell you
He's
that in
like,
an
"So I
interview
don't
as well.
care,"
He'll
he's
be
like,
like, I
"I'm
don't
still
care.
gonna do it."
Look, guys,
He said that about
this is
himself.
Manchester United. We have to take responsibility. I have to be accountable. It's my fault. We lost. It's my fault.
Guys.
I love him, man.
And he's so casual
I
with it.
love
like,
him, man. Like,
Bless
Onana in
you.
interviews is gold. I can't lie.
He did. I don't know if you've seen one of his quotes recently. I think it was in the last 2 weeks or something. He said,
he
"How
not?
can a goalkeeper go from being one of the best in the world?
Yeah, he said
oh,
it today,
terrible!
yeah.
It's today, yeah.
And he said it all smiling as well.
Yeah, and to being like one of
Bro,
the worst,
the
he's like,
minute-
that doesn't happen.
The minute he put
Who
his
said that,
arm
Onana?
around
Yeah?
that journalist and said to him, my friend,
My friend.
the defense, we all win. We all lose. I said, yeah, his mentality, you're going to go far, bro.
After it was like Onana.
Yeah.
After dropping literally 15 in the back of the net
Trust
in
me.
a Champions League.
He'll be back.
Mr. A said, I said this wasn't going to be easy. Everyone was writing off United. I think 1-1. Wouldn't be surprised
far off.
if, after United losing 3 games on the spin and out of Europe, they need a reaction. Have you seen a reaction today?
I
wouldn't
this a
call it-
reaction, lad,
I wouldn't
no.
call it a reaction, but they're defending well. They're defending well, but I wouldn't call it a reaction. No, they're just doing everything they can to keep the score down.
Well, so far, so good.
Yeah.
Let's kind of talk about the top of the table.
Time, Diogo, time.
Let's see if United could do anything here. No. Let's talk about the top of the table because obviously Arsenal won today, as did Aston Villa. They are still in the race. Obviously, Manchester City losing yesterday.
Yeah.
Liverpool currently in second, still on the table, a point behind Arsenal, unless they can turn this into a win. Out of kind of those
Keep playing. Get up, man.
top, those 4 contenders, who do you think is now maybe the favourite? We're just under halfway through the season. The favourite to win the league.
I think the favourite is probably Arsenal, but Liverpool are probably the most realistic. I don't expect us to win the league at all. I really don't. But we have something that Arsenal don't, and that's experience. We have Virgil, Alisson, Trent, Mo Salah, players in there that have won everything already, and that's what's going to help us get over the line. Also, I think when you're looking at Arsenal and Liverpool, they're both missing massive components in their teams to get them over the line. And ours is a number 6, and theirs is a goalkeeper still, in my opinion. I don't think their goalkeeper is a Champions goalkeeper. Does that make sense?
And that midfield,
Yeah.
since Havertz has come in,
Yeah.
they haven't really clicked.
And so I feel like
Havertz is looking better,
if we give Arsenal Alisson and they give us Rice, we both be
Well done.
complete. Does that make
Well
sense?
Yeah, I
But
get you. You said we don't think David Raya is the key.
I think
for
he's a
them.
good goalkeeper, but then you need goalkeepers to win you games. Alisson wins games for Liverpool.
Yeah, yeah.
He literally gets 3 points for us. So I don't see Raya doing that, but I still think he's a good goalkeeper. But then I do see Declan Rice winning games for Arsenal. I don't see Endo winning games for Liverpool. Does that make sense?
Yeah, fair enough. Sorry if I said that City lost yesterday. They didn't. It was a draw.
yeah.
It feels like a loss.
With them, it does,
It
yeah.
really feels like a loss from a City perspective.
It does.
Why do we think things are just not necessarily going in the normal direction for City? I mean,
That's a good question.
actually, when we
hangover?
look back at last year, they were in a similar position. Again, they weren't top of the table. They were 10 points off Arsenal coming into Christmas. And then, of course, we know what happened. They have the ability to go on these 16-game unbeaten runs. But
Oh my God, that is a great
Garnacho.
ball to Garnacho.
Oh,
And that is
my
recovery from Trent. Recovery. Trent, they talk about your game defensively. I hope they talk about that one.
Tell you
That
what,
was great.
Mo has
Damn.
had
That was
such
great
a
defending.
bad game today. He actually has. Mo has been really poor today, lad.
I would say in 5 minutes, bring on Harvey Elliott.
crazy.
Genuinely.
Yeah,
I never
55
thought I'd say that, but yeah. Bring on Harvey.
Take off Soboslai.
Soberslai's had a stinker as well, yeah.
You must have been staying up to watch the UFC or something last night.
Just going back to City, because obviously we've seen this happen multiple times. 10 points, 5 points, they've been behind at certain times. Something about them at the moment I think just feels maybe a bit different.
Yeah. From what I can see, I think in certain games they're getting a bit too complacent and they're getting a bit sloppy at the back, letting goals in too easily almost. Defenders like Ruben Diaz, who I still rate, by the way, just too many mistakes creeping into their game, and it's very strange to see that from Man City.
They have been uncharacteristically poor defensively, haven't they?
Yeah, they have.
Especially with bringing Josko Vardio in as well. He was so highly rated. We looked.
Yeah.
But then again,
the thing is you look at City's defence. It's not the same as it was last year. You had Aki playing left back. Aki's playing centre back this year. You had Stones there last year. He's been out with injuries in moments. You know what I mean? And you just, as you said, there have been moments where they just haven't figured out. But honestly speaking, if you don't think that Pep and this team are looking at this and seeing this as the biggest challenge, you have another thing coming. Because I'm telling you now, last season, I remember it was this time last year, Pep was talking about, these guys in the dressing room, they've lost their hunger. They've lost their motivation. Sure. And he was almost dropping the gauntlet to his players. And I think by February, there was the charges that came out, and during that week he said, I'm not going anywhere. And I remember that week in February, I said, he's won the title. Yeah. The way he's talking, the way he's acting, and I'm looking at their team, if they add 1 or 2 signings in January, because everybody else talks really about January, but this is the thing.
Do you think they
nobody ever mentioned City moving in January, but why not? Why can't they make a signing in January? And they're one of the most powerful clubs out there. So
of course they are.
I think in this situation as well, they might need to. I think
What do you think they need to bring
a fullback that allows them to give another wrinkle to their attack. I feel like over the past couple of years, having the Cancelos and Kyle Walker now has become a recovery defender going this way, but not much going forward. And I feel like that kind of overlap is really missing in their kind of build-up.
Weak, man. That's weak as well.
I think also you can't put how big of a loss it is to sell players like Gundogan
Huge
and
loss.
Mahrez.
Yeah.
Facts.
These are 2 absolutely clutch players that even if they hadn't started in for instance with Mahrez, he's someone that if you need a goal, if you're in a final, the amount of times you've seen him come on and score 2 and then turn the game
and it's
for
back-to-back seasons.
That's what I think the complacency is. It's that. It's not necessarily in the games. It's the complacency of, we will just buy better. Yeah. And they always do. They do, to be fair to them. But Gundogan he literally won them the league last season.
He was also captain as well. But is there not a sense of doing what United used to do with just freshening the squad up? That's what they needed to do. Same as last year, letting go of Zinchenko and Jesus, which have obviously massively, which has massively benefited a club like Arsenal, who needed those type of players. But at the same time, from a City level, they ended up winning the treble. So even though we're talking about Mahrez and Gundogan, who are massively clutch players for them, and one was a captain, but I still think at the moment where you need that mentality to get yourself, ready and going again after doing the treble and knowing how to just get yourself back on track, they're missing those characters.
Are you not seeing this guy? He is fake.
He is fake. He is fake.
Bro, he just ran with that like it was nothing. He said, come here. I'm going to walk past you. No problem. Oh, no penalty. Amrabat. Is VAR going to look at that one?
Off the crossbar made a point. And he said Gundo and Mahrez have a combined goal and assist of 30 plus. And City haven't replaced that.
Say that again, sorry?
Gundo and Mahrez have a combined goal and assist of 30 plus. Did City replace that?
No. Especially not with Nunez, Kovacic. There's not enough end product there, in my opinion, to replace. And they don't I'll be honest with you, they don't have the defensive smoothness or reading of the game.
Haaland's not having the same season.
Yeah.
He's still great, but he's not having the same season. So it's just one of them, lad. And you've just won the treble. It's very difficult for players to be motivated after winning the treble.
Is
Cody?
Is he just gone down injured?
Yeah,
I think so.
That's your fault, that, Fuad.
Seen Anthony come over as well, former Ajax teammate.
Cody.
Gravenberch is going to have to come off. Cody Gakpo will come on.
We've got 30 minutes left. It's 0-0. Why?
I don't know, but Ao Deji says the game is begging for Rashford up front.
It is.
It is, yeah.
When is he going to make that change?
I think he'll make that change very late in the game. Probably towards the 80-minute mark, in my opinion. I think he's going to leave it like this for about 10 more minutes and then make the change. But I think he should make the change now.
Lots of people asking why that's not a card for diving.
Because he has pulled his shirt back. There is contact. Like, you can't necessarily do that.
I'm just asking a question.
I don't like this though. This is nasty, man. Gravenberch was our best player,
and it looks like it could be a groin, isn't it?
Yeah, and that's
that's a couple of weeks out. Joe Gomez double substitution potentially here, which means Joe Gomez slotting into right back, Trent potentially going into midfield.
Which means they're going to try and create.
And I can't lie, Joe Gomez at right back, he's looked decent in a couple of games.
I think what do you do? Do you take Endo off and put Trent there, or do you take Szoboszlai off?
Yes. No, Endo. I know Szoboszlai is having not the greatest game, but he's capable of a bit of a moment.
But Gravenberch's off now as well, so what else? So Szoboszlai has to stay on now.
So you see Sobo, Gakpo, and then I would even have Trent as a sitter.
Fucking hell, man.
Spraying it around like a quarterback.
Can't lie, people in the comments saying I'm bricking it. I'm starting to.
I don't get nervous. But he's starting to get a bit shaky.
I'll take a 1-0 now. Thank you very much. I was denying it all week.
Love to see it.
Take it.
Well,
Szoboszlai's off.
Oh. Endo stays on.
He's had a stinker though.
Shobo off.
well,
No, he's not happy. Gomez right back, Trent in the middle with Gakpo in midfield as well. I don't mind it.
I don't mind it.
Szoboszlai is off.
Yeah, I was thinking that as well.
He needs to come off, lad.
I would have brought Harvey on though.
Is he brought on?
Yeah, I was going to say Harvey's
Gomez
been someone who's made a lot of impact coming off the bench.
Well,
Gomez
that's
and
Ryan.
Gakpo.
Where's
Ryan's
Ryan?
just gone off injured
With who?
for Gakpo. And then
So we've got 3 at the back now.
You've
No, wait.
gone with a
Gomez
little
is right back,
refresh.
Trent's in the middle.
Gone with a little refresh in
This
that
is what
middle.
we do around the 60th minute. We always put Trent back into centre defensive mid.
Press-
Don't
press
do your
their
thing now, lad.
5.
and that's where you tend to be more dangerous as
Yeah.
well.
Let's see.
But we don't
if
do it all
Trent can
game
unlock the
because it
door.
lets people in all game.
Oh, look at that. Laser.
Straight
Mad.
away.
Sat nav.
It's actually mental.
Them Preds. Go on.
Don't let
That
doing me
touch is
nothing
just
today, Mo.
whack though.
Salah's
Doing my
not
nothing
been
today,
good
lads.
today.
Like he's playing in an ice rink or something.
Thought that was over it as well for a second then.
Come on, get it out, man. Yeah.
Rafael Varane has had a lot to work with today.
I hate this. I hate the thought of teams going, do you know what, we'll just go to Anfield and not play football and that's how we're going to get a result. It's the worst games to watch. They're horrible. So frustrating.
What have you made of Darwin today?
Poor. Mo Salah, poor.
Sorry, downstairs we can hear
Okay,
the
mate,
United view. Just a big scream of "Come on, United!"
And they're made up. They're happy with this performance. Oh,
And buzzing.
Oh.
Doesn't look at me buzzing so far.
that's sad. I'm sorry, you have fell so far.
Not
that
too
this is what
buzzing.
you
Not
celebrate,
too
lads.
buzzing because we got Villa the next game, so I need to think about that already.
Mo
Like,
again.
Salah's been off today.
Yeah,
The thing is, you keep him on because he's Mo Salah, but he deserves to be off right now.
he does, yeah. But he's one of them. He has this game and then scores. That's what
Yeah,
he does.
that's what I mean. They'll leave with something.
Sorry, I got it wrong. We got West Ham next.
Go on then, Joe.
Great ball.
So we actually,
He's onside.
but not in the Prem.
Salah on the edge.
Don't let him shoot.
Oh,
Don't let him
Vintage
shoot.
Salah space. Ooh.
Whack. Straight at him.
Not on it today, it seems, from Salah. 30 more minutes to get something out of the bag.
Surprised Onana didn't backflip and tip that round the post.
Teams coming to play like this and getting something out of us. That's horrible.
Weren't a bad shot, to be fair.
The worst.
Winners.
Rasmus, man. Just,
Closest he touched the ball today.
Bottled that though, didn't he? That's a foul as well. Oh, Trent.
Okay. Lots of pinging with the ball right now.
He did not even look where he was passing that.
He did not.
He just flicked it.
Yeah, I love that. Mo in the middle here. Where's Darwin?
Is
It's
it?
mad.
Back post. Back post,
Away.
Darwin.
Yes.
Darwin, you should be attacking that, mate.
That is whack, bro. That's
No.
not
Foul, ref.
That's a
Given that's a
foul.
foul.
That's a foul.
Didn't think that was a foul, lad.
Anthony and Garnacho are the worst, though they are, lads. They just throw
No,
themselves on
Bruno's
the
the
floor
worst.
at every chance they can get. Like,
Bruno is the worst.
64 minutes gone. Still no changes for
it does seem a little bit better
Yep.
for us right now, though. We
Like
do
I
seem
said-
like we're getting a little bit more in the box, a little bit more with Trent being in midfield.
I think he'll make those changes towards, I'd say, 75th minute. I think.
trying
Rashford
to have like a smash and grab.
probably.
God,
Probably.
big old United just trying to
Oh,
smash and
Luke,
grab in a
man.
derby.
Come on, bro.
Trent, man, take your time, brother.
Double Brood said I was promised 4 or 5-0.
Not by me, wasn't, lads. Not by me. Didn't think it'd be like this, though, either.
Still time, mate.
Still time.
Still time.
Still time.
But I would take a 1-0, so let's
Nope.
good, Anthony. That was
Luis
good.
Diaz.
That was
It's
good. Don't make the same mistake now. Good.
Don't fall.
Well done. Well done, Kobe.
Rasmus, go! Go deep, bro!
McTominay.
Flipping hell, man. This is what I mean. Make the runs. Fucking hell, man.
Ball. That's a Thiago pass.
Ball.
Varane here.
Right, getting Cody
These
Gakpo
motherfuckers
into the
don't
game.
deserve
One
anything
with
from
Gakpo.
this game.
They're so
They haven't
tight.
offered anything
Don't let
to
him
make it
shoot. Left
entertaining.
foot. Left foot.
So congested in that
Oh,
box.
Trent! Oh, Trent!
Trent.
Almost hits it from the edge. He's trying to get it fired up.
He's trying to get the
He
crowd.
said, "Yo."
Crowd fired.
Side foot
good strike.
special. Almost killed it in bottom corner.
Lucky. They don't deserve
Oh,
anything
he
from
came
this
onto that
game.
so
They've offered
perfectly.
nothing. You don't
If he
deserve
curled
points
that-
from offering
He
nothing.
curled that 2 inches more.
Bit more heel.
It's still 0-0.
Offered nothing all game.
Yeah, they've been. I think,
Hate it.
I think it's a bit.
Teams don't deserve results when you offer nothing. What have you done to entertain your fans?
Got it back.
Nothing.
Got it back. I think shots from outside the box is not a bad shout. It's so congested in that box.
Don't let him shoot, man.
Is that a corner?
Jeez, Cody Gakpo. Not that. I have to say, I really thought this was going to be a battering.
So did
I
I.
thought I was here for entertainment.
I said to him before, I think this is going to be a game of suffering.
And all I
I
know.
think Liverpool should win comfortably.
All
Does
I
But
know
anyone actually watch
downstairs, they're
Liverpool
gonna be
this season?
buzzing.
Do you just watch us? Because we don't just win games. That's not what we do. We make it hard work. Every single game we play. I've said this.
I mean, I didn't see
one
one
more.
Liverpool fan that was not extremely confident
Watch the
going into
cutting.
it.
no, have a right foot, mate, and
No,
go to the byline.
no.
Wow! Oh my God! Oh, Hojlund! That was your moment! That was your chance!
That was it.
Oh, 1-2. Is that Anthony or McTominay? 1-2 with McTominay. Left foot,
That
right
was your
foot.
moment.
That was
Oh,
Good
you
touch
got
as well.
smashed it!
Into the floor.
it. And again, the second one.
Oh,
Oh, God.
He just said, fuck you know.
Rasmus Hojlund.
I don't like this at all. This is madness.
that though is a warning. I can't lie.
Big
Liverpool,
old warning.
This
You
is
need
what-
to go.
Oh, Rashford's coming on. Okay, cool.
Okay, Marcus Rashford.
Onana.
Guys, let's get the likes up, please. We're very close to 1,000. Please smash that like button. There's nearly 3,000 of you in here.
It's over 2,700.
Come on, you
in
can
here.
do that. You can do that. Charles Boltwood said, I want to harvest Doyle's tears so badly. Proper witch.
Don't let.
I want Liverpool to win.
Oh, Rafa Varane. That is world class.
Wow.
Is it?
That's a goal kick. Right?
World class.
How did he anticipate that? That
Look at that. Look at this. Look at this. You don't do that if you're an
Stuck a leg
amateur.
out, that's all
Look
he
at that.
done.
Timing.
That's not Wales.
Timing.
You've got
Timing.
to anticipate this. Though.
Anticipation.
Nothing about Manchester
Reading of
United's
the
game has been world class today, Fuad, lad.
Hey, Rashid.
This, if there's
This
ever
is
a
your
moment
time.
to show that you're a homegrown player, this is the moment.
Dalot driving
God.
forward. He hasn't given that.
No, they haven't.
That wasn't a foul.
No.
He fell over kicking the ball.
Oh, you can see the Liverpool fans are getting a bit frustrated.
Come on, the Reds. Come on. Come on, lads. Come on. Come on.
Salah. What's he got? Gakpo.
Good
It's
block.
blocked.
That's a good block.
Man United on the counter now. This is where they need Rashid. Anthony, what you got? Go on the outside. Take him to the byline and go back post.
Where the fuck is our
Shut up.
midfield?
Look at the back post.
No.
Look at the back post.
Oh no, McTominay, that was
Brilliant.
dumb. That
That's
was very
world
dumb.
class defending,
That's a
lads.
lack of
That's
football
world
IQ
class.
there.
That's
That
world
is-
class defending. Hold that.
Talking about a block as world class defending.
Come on, Rafa.
Let's see Rafa Varane v Mo Salah. Oh, Salah shifts. Oy, 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 oy.
Come on!
Oh,
Come on, Darwin. Do it
Darwin.
against Bournemouth.
Shimmy, shimmy,
Yeah, ball. Get in the box now.
away.
Oh, my goodness.
Rafa Varane.
Oh,
Rasmus.
kicked it.
Tell you what.
Line it. There you go, lad.
on, Anthony.
Set him free.
Now follow up.
Hit the
Follow. Go help
byline.
him. Go
Hit
help
the
him.
byline. Hit the byline.
Are we trying to give them a goal?
Right, not bad. But
United are coming out though.
Yeah.
They're coming out to play last 20 minutes.
Nice of them too.
World class, is he? Yeah.
You got to stay
you got
light on
caught
your
there,
toes, man.
lads.
You got to stay light. You had a world-class moment, mate.
Sorry, that is poor goal.
That block was not world class, lads.
Hey, man. You see
It's a block.
Heads are getting hot,
Throwing
boy.
your body
Heads are
into-
getting hot.
Getting him rattled, Fuad.
Rashid.
Rashford is
It's
coming on
your
forward.
And he's putting you on the left. Rashford, if there's any moment you have to show you're the guy, this is the moment.
This is your moment. Want to do it, right?
No, I'm alright.
Okay. Not in the mood?
No,
All right. Okay.
not unless we win.
Okay, his record at Anfield. It was
He's putting him on the
seven
left as well.
games,
Come on,
no
man.
goals.
Rashford, this is your time now. You can't mess this up.
Mr. A says 2.7k in here for AGT's tears. Dry your eyes, mate. Well, they haven't lost yet. It's still 0-0. All to play for.
Very focused right now.
Very, very focused. Last 20 minutes. How do you think this is going to play out?
Tense. Exactly how I like it.
Who's your winner?
I think Liverpool will still snatch it, to be fair.
I don't know, lad.
Good, Anthony.
But the way United are moving these last couple of minutes,
Anthony,
I can't
you're
lie.
a rat. You're a
There
rat.
might be
You're a
something in
rat.
this for them.
You're a rat. I hate you, lad. always. It's just not
Inside.
a sportsman, lad.
No. That's desperate, that.
If only that Trent one went in, lad. That was the proper one, that.
That was the one.
Very tense in here.
Play it.
I'll give United, they have had a better second half than they did first. Still don't deserve anything, no.
It should be, and I say should.
Right
It should
foot.
be like 2 or 3-0 to us, but it's not. So you give United respect for defending that, but
Get Harvey Elliott on, man.
that's what I'm saying. 75
Every game
minutes,
he's come on, he's been able to almost
Who'd you take
unlock
off, though?
defences. Endo.
and have Trent
Go
sit.
all out. Go all out, man. These lot are not coming out to attack you. What
it's
have you
true,
got to
it's true,
lose?
But
Hey, yes, Andre. Easy.
Wizzy. Mohammed. Please rise.
I can't believe this. If they get away with the points here or 3 points, lad.
Hey, release, man. Don't do them. Yeah, release. Don't try and do these things.
I'd say Amrabat and Manu have done well so far not to get another
Rashford,
yellow.
now. This is the time to go.
Nah, he's done well to open up there.
Press.
Aaron, what have you thought of Kobe Mainoo's performance today?
Quite decent, to be fair. He's done well to not get booked again because he's already on the yellow. But it's quite decent, I have to be honest. Liverpool away, it's never easy. I'll give him his credit. It's been decent.
That's just frustrating.
Final 17 minutes of normal time.
Lots of people saying AGT deserves this.
Game's not over yet.
You know, one thing on DR, they love a humbling over here.
Love it.
But the thing is, all the
You
Man
say it with
United
chest,
fans,
you got to hold it.
that's a foul. That's definitely a foul.
Michael Oliver.
All the United fans have been telling me he's got no, like he's right. He should be feeling confident.
Shoulder there.
I don't think it's a foul.
Yeah, that's shoulder to shoulder, man. Ooh, little kick from Verge there.
A kick, come on, lad.
This version of Doyle is my favourite.
Wind up.
If we score, lads. If we score, yeah, just
I
get
will
bounced off
celebrate
your
with
head,
you.
lad.
I'm a neutral.
We both want you to win.
Hey, man, I just want to see goals and entertainment.
The frustration, man. So frustrating.
Don't do that. Just go long, bro. Andre, thank you.
A team that lost 3-0 to in their own ground to Bournemouth, lad, and we can't get them.
Big header.
Because they didn't want to play football today.
McTominay's basically a striker at this point.
Actually, yeah.
It's like 4-4-2 right now.
Yeah.
This is heavy, this. Feels like
Varane.
a loss.
Yes.
Rafa Varane.
Beating Mo Salah in a header.
World class, lad.
6-4
Ref.
versus 5-10.
All I said was his name.
World class.
Here we go, Harvey. Hey, Thiago, man, when is he back?
Soon, man. Soon.
I've been telling me that for 6 months,
Ooh,
man.
Curtis
Jones as well. Nice move, this.
Is this what you think can maybe win you the game?
I think he's about to take Salah off everyone.
So do I.
I think
He's
so.
going to put Harvey where Salah is and put
Salah.
Jones in the middle, yeah.
I think so.
Yeah, Jones for Endo, I reckon. And then Salah for Harvey.
Yeah.
Or Salah through the middle, maybe take Nunez off.
I think Nunez, again, has been pretty poor.
Kobe, just about dealt with.
Should have pulled the trigger.
Ay. Onana.
Stupid lad.
Hey.
Yes.
Onana.
Quick!
There's no need to put that nerves in your team, brother. Here we go, Darwizzy. He's in.
No.
He's in. Diaz! Oh my God, what a block!
What are you doing?
Darwin, what the fuck are you doing?
Was that a world-class block?
It's got to be Darwin that comes off. Come on.
Darwin just do that?
It's got to be Darwin.
Yay.
He's going to give a pen for this or what?
Nah, no chance. Got a block in there.
But it's got to be Darwin to come off, surely.
I don't know why Darwin just stopped then, lads. What are you doing, bro?
He wanted to let him. Yeah. He wanted to let it for Diaz.
To Diaz, but he didn't intentionally do that. It was a bad touch. Let's be honest.
Yeah, that's true.
Nothing about that is a pen.
Wait. Don't let him. Please get it out.
Ibu!
Oh my
Ibu!
goodness.
Oh my God! Oh!
That would have been
Konate, that would have been sensational!
an incredible goal. I can't lie.
Oi. He said, hey. You don't know about Clairefontaine? Yeah. Silky. Centre back.
I can't be arsed with this. I can't be arsed.
77 minutes.
Come on!
Go
Still
long, Andre,
0-0.
Go long.
I would definitely take Darwin Nunez off.
Ooh, Anthony.
Go on, get there.
Has Rashford touched the ball since coming on?
Few times. Good tackle, Anthony. Few times.
Okay.
Diaz? Why Diaz?
He's been awful.
I think Gakpo now goes out to where Diaz is.
On the left.
Oh, shout actually.
And
Yeah.
I think Salah and Nunez stay up there, but Curtis and Elliot come in midfield.
Oh, Nunez coming off as well.
Please. Fucking win this game.
Jordan Evans on the super chat says Trent needs to make his permanent position in midfield. He's a poor right back. He could score the winner going forward, then be the cause of rash scores. Agree with that statement?
He hasn't played right back for the last 40 minutes, so I don't know what he's talking about there. Also, he's won the Premier League, Champions League, FA Cup, League Cup, Super Cup. Every cup he can win as a right back, so say what you want, lads. He's the best right back in the country. Reece James doesn't play football. Wan-Bissaka can't kick a football. Don't know what you're talking about, lad. Trent is the best right back in the league. Shut up.
Right. Get him! So,
Get him!
safe to say Doyle.
Also, let me when you play an inverted role, it gives you much more freedom than it would be just putting him in midfield. In midfield, he can get marked out of the game. In a free dynamic role, it means he can be in a number 10, he can be in a number 8, he can be in a number 6, and you don't know where he's going to be.
Tactical cook!
Right, that's what Doyle thought.
And so you can't mark him out the game. It's much harder to mark him out of the game when he's an inverted right back.
Lie, that was a ridiculous kick.
Oh, Anthony, do you know what the byline... Oh my God, he's gone down the byline for once. Look what it can do for you. Oh my God. Rashid.
Nah.
Rashid.
No, it's too late. Nah, man.
Oh my God.
Wild.
I'm telling you, this game has something nasty
Something in it.
loading for somebody. I don't know who.
Something
Is it a last minute dagger from Liverpool? Is it a last minute dagger from the Devils?
There's something.
These man downstairs need humbling, lad.
Yeah, they're very loud. The Black Grealish is Jones is quite underrated. He links up with everyone. It's very loud downstairs.
This is the type of performance that gets them going. Innit?
Oh, yeah.
Offering nothing.
Absolutely nothing.
Genuinely, they'll be buzzing. They will be absolutely buzzing with this result if it stays 0-0.
F them.
Away at Anfield, I mean,
Absolutely, you take the point. Take the point all day. Especially with the heat that was on United coming into this. They will see this as a win.
Let's not do that though.
Downstairs, KG's going to do this as a win. He's going to be doing another. He's
going to be singing again.
Yeah, he's going to have his soundboard out and everything.
Alex, are you okay? Are you okay?
Alex.
Are you okay, Alex? Doyle, are you okay?
Go on, half.
It's an intense period now, man. 10 minutes to go. You can see the look on both sets of fans' faces. Paints a big picture.
I just can't believe it's still 0-0.
How long's he been
What's he
holding
doing
that,
there, lad?
That's typical Onana for you.
Nice.
Weird.
turn.
It was
Honestly,
all that
that's
was just weird.
Have you
He
noticed
wasn't even
as well,
wasting
Dalot's
time
almost
normally.
gone inverted now as well.
Oh, has he?
Playing like right defensive
Awful
mid now.
from Johnny Evans.
This is awful from Liverpool, lad. The fact that we haven't been able to beat a depleted, out of form Man United led at Anfield with a new stand and that. This is mad. How have we not managed to score yet?
The new stands made you quieter.
Oh, yeah. It's true.
Go on, go.
But this is where you get like a last minute.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, Trenty. He's here. He's waiting. He's
Hello.
shifting.
That's very good, Scott. Don't let him shoot.
Joe Gomez.
Never scored for
Honestly,
Liverpool
they're trying to walk.
I was not expecting that shot.
in 8 years.
Perfect time to do it.
Away.
It is, lad, yeah.
Yeah. Story of Liverpool's game, isn't it?
Look how happy they are downstairs for this shite, man. Score a goal and then be happy, son. Touch wood.
What was that? That was your hand, wasn't it?
Definitely was, lad, yeah. And I haven't got one loaded by the stream, don't worry, son.
Strong boy. You said knock on wood. I was like, I don't know.
Two changes.
Spirit. Kobe Mainu has come off.
Yeah, you know what? Good performance from Kobe, man. Good performance, man. I'm satisfied with what I saw today.
Yeah,
He's your
it's
butcher,
Hannibal.
lad.
This guy's a sausage.
Yeah, Hannibal's coming on.
I'll
and
give
coming
Hannibal.
off.
I'll give Hannibal 3 minutes to get himself booked.
And Palistri, he's also coming on. There's definitely something still in this game. 100%.
Facundo. Where's Oh yeah, right wing. Okay, cool.
Keshav says me and Fuad are the only ones that are having fun here.
Hey, listen, man. I'm always here to enjoy when I'm neutral.
Hee hee. Who's been your man of the match?
No one. No one deserves it.
Yeah, this is
it's
one of
just-
those sticky games.
Yeah,
If
you can't
I
really pick one.
had to pick one.
Trent. And even then.
He's been bright coming on. I don't know if it's enough to get him man of the match.
Doesn't mean
I
it
may lean towards Kobe, maybe.
You got a yellow?
Yeah, I know. And it's
I'd
how
say
he's played since
Gravenberch
that
was the
yellow.
best player on the pitch
Gravenberch
until he went
was
off.
really good for you guys as well.
I think Gravenberch, yeah.
Between Gravenberch and Kobe, I would
Any
go.
shouts for Onana?
No, I wouldn't say so. He's made routine saves. Like
There's
They
nothing
weren't-
that's really tested them, I would say.
they weren't world class saves, but
I say Mo Salah's been the worst. Tell you that.
Worst player today.
Honestly, I love him, but today he's just not showed up. I don't know why. Prove me wrong and get the winner, please, lad. You'd always do, so do it again, please.
someone's asked for the ball, man.
Head that. Or take it down. You could got a touch there, lad. Good lad.
Can they get
Good
a
lad.
winner?
Keep going. How many block shots today?
Oh, do you know
Please
what?
score a corner.
You have to actually
Please
praise
score a
United
corner.
for coming and doing their job. That's what they wanted to do out today. Frustrate Liverpool,
And not play football.
put blocks in, yeah, but plenty of teams do it. And if it gets United a point at the end of the day, then
Yeah, that's it.
it's a job well done from their end.
Yeah.
Especially after what happened last season. They
fair.
couldn't afford to come here again and let anything like that similarly happen.
Yes.
Black Hole says if you play like this next week, Arsenal will get their first win at Anfield, which is long due.
Nah, I don't think it will be the same game.
Huh?
It'll be-
You're mad? If
it'll
we
be
play like this,
completely
we're not going to
different.
be playing against a low block, lad, that don't
Yeah,
I
want
was
to
gonna
play
say,
football.
Arsenal
What are
do
you
not do low
talking
block.
about? Do you watch football, lad?
The game will be completely different.
It's going to be the game that we hope we might see today.
Yeah, probably.
United just aren't capable.
That's actually going to be very, very entertaining.
That'll be a great game.
That'll be very,
The game
very
of the
entertaining.
season so far, potentially.
We're doing a watch along for that as well. So make sure.
It has to be humble.
Oh my God.
Oh my days.
Oh my
Is
God.
VAR going to call that? Was that offside as well? Oh my days.
Right,
VAR
this has
might
gotta
be
go
taking
for
a look
a
at
That has to
that.
be handball. Please
Oh my. Didn't I say this game had something nasty in the works?
Give me a pen. Give me a pen right now. That's handball.
I cannot believe it.
think he-
I cannot believe it. Who is it? Oh my days.
Did he get his foot first?
Got to be. That's 4 handballs he's done there in one. What?
I think he got his foot first.
Are they going to say ball to hand? That is going to be so controversial if they do not give that. And they have not given it. Yes. Yes.
They
Sorry,
have not
lads.
given it.
Sorry, lads. We've seen them given.
Definitely, but we know
Hey.
how inconsistent.
Hey.
We know how inconsistent VAR and the refereeing is. Oh my God!
Wow.
Goodness me!
man.
Lots of people saying they didn't think it was a penalty. Guys, get the likes up, please. Nearly 3,000 of you. Not long left of the watch along either. We're nearly at 1,000. Come on, let's get those likes up. Jordan Evans says, based on your theory as Walker best right back in the world, won 4 times everything you listed for Trent. Trent as a forward winger, Clap as a right back, not even top 3.
I don't know what you just said. Who's Clap?
No, just Clap.
Oh. I don't know. What was the point again?
I'll read it to you again. Based on your theory, as what you were saying, that Trent's won everything, Walker is the best right back in the world. He's won 4 times everything you listed for Trent. Trent as a forward winger, as a right back, not even top 3.
What are you talking about? Nobody plays Trent on the winger as a winger. And also, you said that he needs to be in centre mid. So I said he's won everything at right back. I didn't say he's the best right back in the world.
Fucking hell.
This is going to cause a scrap here, isn't it? Yeah. Who wants it? Come on, yeah. I love that Hannibal, man. Young buck getting in there saying, yeah. Proper Manchester.
That should be red.
Manchester.
They're going to get out of here with the points. It's horrible. Horrible. Awful.
Mad. Lynch 616 said, when are the 6 goals starting?
No one said it was going to be 6-0. I said it'd be 3-1. Also, it is on aggregates in the last 5 games, 16-1. So, you know.
That's naughty, that. Sharp pass, man. Sausage.
Don't think I've ever heard you so quiet, Al.
I'm still very focused, Abby. Still extremely focused.
Come on, Liverpool.
Home record
Come
this
on.
season.
They haven't had a defeat at home, 35 goals, Liverpool.
We
but
haven't had a draw
today,
either. We've won every single one.
Yep.
That's the stat. No draw.
Can they do something at the end
No.
here?
Get it out.
That is a weak ball in there
Yeah, it was terrible. That.
from Trent.
It'd be a great weekend
out.
for Arsenal if this stays 0-0.
It's a foul, ref.
That is a very
We did run.
Hey, we don't condone violence on set, please, yeah?
No, so good, man.
Take the balls away from me, man.
We did run a poll. We said, was that handball? No, 70%.
We didn't see us arguing.
yes,
We said, is it
30%.
handball? That's what we said. We seen it touch his hand and then we didn't argue after that. So
Get it out.
Oh my goodness.
Raphael Varane.
Listen, Fuad, I can't lie. I can't lie.
Has he moved you today?
That Trent.
I think I might.
Just a little.
Yeah,
just a little.
Tiny little bit.
Okay, 88
Club is
minutes.
losing it.
Jeez.
Listen, I know the game's not done, but this would be the robbery of the decade.
nah, theirs was the robbery of the decade, lads. Yours would be. This is what it is. You just come to set up shop and you did, lads, and we haven't been able to break it down.
Quiz.
And I just know Eric after the games. We played well, eh? Oh, we didn't play well, but
I mean, to be fair, this is an automated response. He said it after the buying.
Oh yeah. That's we played well. Is like his standard response. Like,
I'll be honest. I'm shocked. I'm shocked at.
I'm disappointed
at the score. I'm also disappointed.
Yeah,
Definitely.
I think I'm more disappointed than shocked. I think I expected United to try and do this. I didn't think they were actually going to be capable of doing it. And the quality from Liverpool, I've been kind of more disappointed with, to be fair.
Get it out. Get it out.
Is there something here?
Rashford, you've been awfully quiet.
Really poor.
Man on! Fucking lost!
Sleeping there. It's moments
Bring
like
Rashford in.
that is almost a summary of their game.
And
there you go. They win the free kick there.
That's not a foul.
They won the free kick. No?
What?
Lionel put his flag up.
What's going on?
Oh, free kick for Liverpool.
Right,
okay.
5 minutes of stoppage time.
This is good
Can
territory for
either
Trent.
team get the goal? Do you know what? It's always the games that come with the most hype are sometimes the most
tackle, that
disappointing.
Good ball. Yeah, he got the ball there.
100%. Look at Handball.
Yes.
Yeah, and the way he's pulling him, that is nasty.
What did you say? 3 minutes?
5.
There you go.
Did he get booked?
5 minutes added time.
He always gets himself booked. I don't know how he does it, but
He's a menace to society.
away.
That is a great ball. And once again, a world-class block from Varane.
Go on, Rashid, shield it.
Oh, whoa!
Hey, whoa! Is Rashid in trouble here?
Rashid.
That was a strong one. That's what they call a strong challenge back in the
He
day.
did get the ball, though.
Yeah, definitely got the ball
Romero
first.
got the ball, but apparently that doesn't matter. Apparently that doesn't matter.
Keep the same energy. Keep the same energy.
That was naughty, that. No, I'm sorry. That
Yeah,
is
what was
awful.
he doing there?
Punched his own man in the head.
Oof. Let's have a look. No, that's
He won the
alright.
ball, that's alright,
That's
yeah.
alright, I don't
He just
mind that.
got the man afterwards,
Follow through,
unfortunately,
innit?
yeah.
Good old strong one
Yeah,
there.
not wrong with that.
It's been very quiet since he came on, though, Rashford.
Has literally done nothing.
Nothing, yeah.
Nothing.
Again, failed the test. Told you, if there's any time, this is now.
If this goes in, lad, I don't know how, because it's very close to the goal.
I've got an awkward feeling about this one. Away.
Can't be asked. Can't be asked this. We've had too many chances.
Cody Gakpo missing the header, completely off target there.
That's a fucking free
About
header.
4 minutes of added time left as well.
Whipped the bar 25
Not
crosses
many
into the box,
chances
lad.
left.
Mad.
Are you messing, lad?
Yeah.
Yeah, literally.
Do you think McTominay puts him off just a little bit there?
I think you've got to do better than that. But this has been Liverpool all day today. Really, just not like themselves in front of goal. Final thirds massively let them down. I actually think you played better first half as well.
Bring it down.
Look at these
Handball,
jumps.
handball.
Look at this.
How are
Look
they
at
getting
this.
anything
Oh
from
my
us?
days.
They can't even pass the ball to each other in the crap.
Oh, I love this game.
No.
No, this is too funny, man.
Hey, Rashid, take him on. Go on.
No, they couldn't.
There is no way.
They couldn't.
There is no chance.
couldn't.
There is no way. No! Oh my days.
way.
They keep
on, Dalot,
teasing
please.
United. They keep teasing. Oh, Salah. One-man army.
Come
Well
on,
done,
Salah.
Dalot.
He
Come
still
on,
got it in
Mo.
him. Nah,
That's our ball,
man.
ref.
Nah, man.
Come on.
Get back. Get back. Stop complaining. Get back. Oh, now you're getting himself booked. There you go.
Just a couple minutes left.
Send him off. Red card. Yeah.
Oh, he's off.
When did he pick up the first?
Shit team,
No
man.
idea.
These are not serious.
When did he give
man.
him the second?
When did he give the
now.
first?
I don't know, mate. I'm not asked.
Am I bugging?
Okay,
let's win this
referee. Oh, sorry, it wasn't. It was Diego
I mean, he's not
Dalot.
complaining, so clearly they're...
Has been
So
sent
that's one
off.
foul, is
yellow.
it? I don't know.
No, that's not a foul. Even that's not a foul.
Bro, what's going on?
I don't know. Something is going on.
He hasn't picked up a yellow before this. I don't get it.
That's the first yellow.
Nah, that's why he's getting a yellow.
So he got a yellow for
He's got 2 for dissent, I think. Look at his face. Look.
2 yellow
That's
cards.
crazy, though.
For
To get 2
dissent.
yellows for that.
Nah,
Oh
I'm
no,
sorry.
so
That
it's a straight red. It's a straight red.
No, he's got 2
No,
yellows.
he's got 2 yellows.
That just said straight red.
No, it said 2 yellows into 1 red.
I didn't see the 2.
Yeah, there was 2.
Okay, either way, he's been sent off. Diego Dalot.
So
Diego
what,
Dalot.
we can't talk to the ref anymore.
Even?
It's not even talking to the ref. He was just
Lots of people saying that's a straight red. I did not see those 2 yellows.
I saw him give him a yellow.
Yeah, no, he gave him 2 yellows. It even says here 2 yellows turning into a red, but it's 2 yellows for dissent.
That's crazy, man. Can't even talk to the ref anymore.
Okay,
no,
so
but you know that,
10
bro.
men.
You know you can't.
No, you can't say anything. But apparently now, you know how the first kind of like 6 weeks of the season, if you were going like that to a ref,
You get booked for that.
They're now not doing that. I've seen it 4 or 5 times this weekend. Ryan Yates on Friday night. How many times have you seen him go like that to the ref?
Yeah, he got booked.
It was actually a disgrace, the refereeing on Friday night.
Getting on my nerves,
he was outrageous, Yates. Did he even get booked in the end, or he did right at the end?
I think, right at the end. I remember Skip cooked him on the halfway line as well.
He was kicking Son on the floor multiple times. He was a nightmare on Friday night, and he literally got a booking right at the end of the game.
That was very harsh to give him a red for that, though.
No, that's just straight bullshit. I'll be honest.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. The fact that you constantly brag on about a respect campaign, but you can't even have dialogue.
Yeah,
you can't even.
Do you know what I mean?
I understand even
if you can't even
having the dissent, but it's within one incident, so clearly it's the same dissent.
Yeah.
To act like it's 2 separate occasions of dissent, that's weird for me. That is very weird. That's an ego trip from Michael Oliver.
Yeah,
as per usual.
Literally.
He loves himself though, doesn't he?
Defo.
Go on, Ibu. See what you got, son.
Right, can Liverpool nick this? No.
I don't know what the fuck he did there. That was mad. Stupid like that.
Right, probably only got another 1 or 2 chances in them.
It's done.
It's done.
Damn, and look at
it's
you.
Done.
You can hear the United fans below celebrating like it's a win. Ten Hag,
they've won the game.
Dry smile to Klopp there.
Right.
He knows he's nicked a point here.
I tell you what, you've got to give. I'm giving United the credit. I'm giving them the credit. They've come to Anfield. They've set up with a low block like many teams do, and they've managed to nick a point.
Luton, Burnley,
but if that's what gets them a point at Anfield, who's to say they can't do that?
If that's how Man United want to play nowadays and fallen from that high to do that, and they want to celebrate it, then good on them. Enjoy your season. I hope you enjoy that.
That's going to be me tomorrow, because I'm going to think back and go,
of course.
We can't play like this for the rest of the season. I'm not having that. You've done a job
today.
Today, we've done a job, but we can't play like this for the rest of the season because you'll get battered. So
definitely not.
For today, cool, I'll take it.
Look, they've done a job on you today.
Whoever's downstairs and you're celebrating like that, you should be ashamed of yourself. I am really sorry, but you should.
Look, I'll be honest. I didn't think Liverpool were particularly good. So the build-up was all there, as Alex said at half-time. Oh, who's this? Yeah, as Alex said at half-time, a lot of fart, no follow-through.
It was all just burp and no sick. You know, it was fart and no poo. You can give United maybe, if we're doing percentages, I give them 25% credit, but the other 75 is a discredit to us and how we didn't go and, especially when I think both of them midfielders were both booked, you go and take it to them, you look to be more central, more direct. And, you know, if that is how United celebrate getting a 0-0 draw at Anfield, then I'm glad I'm wearing this shirt and not that shirt.
And this is going to be what we have to be careful with.
I have to hold it though. I've got to take my licks. Like I predicted us to
general,
win big.
as fans, we've got to be careful not to celebrate too much and think that this is the standard, is acceptable for the rest of the season.
Fergie would spit if he saw you lot
100%.
Celebrating at this.
So we can't be too gassed about this. It's okay for today, but West Ham is next, and this is not acceptable.
We got West Ham on Wednesday here as well.
I think that's the thing. This is where United just had to come here and make sure that nothing bad happened today. And I think that they set up in a way that made them do that. And unfortunately, Liverpool today in the final third were really poor.
Yeah, we had a lot of headers that we should have scored, but also they set up to do nothing. That's what they set up, and they did. They made the game into a nothing game. Thank you for that. That was a great watch for all the neutrals.
I'm just going to run through some stats for you. It ended up being 69% possession to Liverpool. 31% to Manchester United, 34 shots in total from Liverpool, 8 on target. United ended up with 6 shots, just the 1 on target. Jeez. Liverpool had 13 off target, United 4 off. 13 shots for Liverpool were blocked today. Just the 1 shot was blocked from United. But in terms of clear-cut chances, it was just 1 apiece.
Wow.
So that tells you all you need to know about up front today. Just clear-cut chances, just one each.
It doesn't tell you what you need to know.
It's
They had a
like-
low
it's
block.
like Doyle
They had a
said.
low block. We can't put balls in behind for one-on-ones when there's no space to do so. There is no way to get a clear-cut chance. The only way we could get a clear-cut chance is from set pieces and corners because there is no space, and we didn't take them chances when we got them in the box. They had a
was
chance
literally
because
gonna
we
say
give
that.
them space in behind. That's how football works. Why? This is mad. They should not be celebrated for coming to set up a low block against their biggest rivals and not playing a game of football. And then
is that
them
not
having one open chance when we give them the space and us having one open chance when they give us none. What the hell is that?
No, but give them credit for setting up a game plan, and the game plan worked.
The game plan was to stop the game.
Yeah,
was
and
to-
that
the game plan was
good
to
on
nullify
them for that.
Liverpool. We know we
Good
don't
on
have
them
enough
for that.
attack to kind of compete with
They
it.
didn't
so
nullify us because we had
we'll walk it.
35 shots.
But you didn't score.
No, we didn't. They stopped us scoring.
The 13
but we
blocks there says
also
they nullified.
we were our own worst enemy because we
I
had
agree.
chances to get in.
Disappointing
You don't
from
have
you
to.
guys.
You don't have to throw your body. By the way, when there's 11 men in your own box, you can just stand there still and they'll bounce off you.
Hey.
So I don't really care. This is not salt. This is
wish
reality.
it was.
This is
It's a lot of
actual
salt.
factual football talk. That's what this
At the
is.
end of the day, with Liverpool's front attack, regardless if it's a low block or not, Liverpool have enough, if you are to be champions of this country,
Yeah, we do.
to break
We have
down
enough. We
a
should.
very
Been winning
weak, a
them
very
5-0.
mentally fragile
Yeah.
Manchester United.
Yes,
you
we
didn't
should.
do that
I think
today.
No,
this is probably
we
one of
never.
those games where if at the end of the season you do not win the league by, let's say, 2 or 1 point, this is one of those
This is
games
it.
you'll be looking back
Or like
at
when
and go,
Spurs robbed us.
Spurs didn't rob you. Speak to Bar about that.
but this is one of those games where you'll look back and go, we should have won that game.
Joel
because-
Matip put it in the back of his own net.
But yeah, listen,
Let's
satisfied,
just,
satisfied.
And
Yeah.
we're still top of the league nearly as well. It's mad, that, isn't it?
Yeah, it's
though we're
mad.
scoring on goal.
Listen, I wanted you to win today. It's important for me that you keep winning.
Oh, Hazard.
So it doesn't actually benefit me in any way.
I just
that you
hate the
didn't win game
celebration
today.
of Man United's triumph by drawing at
Well, I
Anfield.
tell you
It's
what, if you want to see a
awful.
proper celebration, make sure you tune into our show tomorrow on the weekend roundup because I'm pretty sure Flex is
Flex
going to
is
have
gonna-
some choice words
make
for
sure-
AGT over here.
Make sure you tune into FCM after this as
Defo.
well.
Make sure you tune into the
Cams.
COP TV, let alone all
Yes.
this.
We got Lawrence McKenna this week as well. Hey,
Right, just a few quick super chats we'll blast through. Marlon says maybe the loss during the week destroyed Liverpool's confidence. Can this Liverpool team really win the league? I still think 100% they can win the league. They were just very much frustrated today and just not at their best for whatever reason. Jordan said, we spoke about that one actually. That was about the Trent argument. We're not going to wind up Doyle anymore. Jared said the weekend roundup intro for AGT is going to be gold. Carrington Blunt said, didn't Doyle celebrate a draw at City?
Very different. We came out to play football. We didn't set up with low block. Very, very different. We also scored.
RTB said United were really disciplined today. When Scott McTominay is your number 10, what do you expect? How the mighty have fallen. And Man United HOJ said, listen to these Liverpool fans. They are absolutely rattled. Well, guys, it wasn't the 6, 7, 8 nils that AGT might have mentioned earlier in the week, but it was a good defensive display from Manchester United, and you don't leave empty-handed. So you can hold it. You can hold that nicely.
Go on, hold it, lad.
Hold it
Proudly.
nicely.
Nah, I'm not going to be too shameless.
Trophy, we got a point at Anfield.
Nah, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that.
We need
They
to.
will downstairs, don't worry. When I step down this threshold or from this floor, they'll be celebrating and I'm going to call them shameless for it. Don't worry.
FCM is at 7 p.m. tonight. Make sure you tune in. Fuad will be there. Thank you very much, Aaron. Glad
Always a
you,
pleasure.
Considering how you were at the start, I'm very happy to see that you're leaving with a bit of a smile. Fuad, shout out to you. Wonderful co-host. AGT, I'll see you in the morning. Yeah. Hopefully be more chatty then, my lad. Doyle, I've never seen you so rattled in your whole life. But always a pleasure to see you. Never a chore.
Just make sure you watch the COP
That's a
TV.
lie.
That's all I'm
tune
going to
into the
say.
COP TV as well, absolutely. Thank you so much, guys. Love the likes. That's gone up massively. Keep liking it on your way out.
Wonder why.
And I will see you tomorrow morning. Bye, guys.
Peace.